shore, guys. Look at this. A dam, water running smoothly over it. Not too much current. What is going on, my friends? Welcome to another fishing adventure at a brand new place. The Ancient and I have been to this lake before, but we've never fished this spot. We've never been this far upriver.
This is cool.
This is as far as you can come in a boat like this. Wow. This is cool. All right, guys, we are excited. We've got we're gonna fish for whatever. We got walleye around here, largemouth, smallmouth, spotted bass, bluegill, gar. I mean, when you're fishing below a dam like this, anything's possible. Striper, hybrid, like literally anything, catfish could be under here. So, folks, I just have a gut feeling I should start off with a deep diving crankbait and this nice and bright Fire Tiger one. Brand new, never been used. Since the water is so dirty, I'm going to tie my braid directly to it. Braid is highly visible, but I don't think the fish are going to notice green braid in this like really green water. And I want heavy line in case I hook into a big old water heifer. I can haul it in, a big striper or something like that. Catfish. All right, first cast of the day. Check my drag. As always, what you need. Ooh, hitting rocks already. Bouncing around down there. You need to make the first cast and then check your drag. That's always the order of operation. Oh, there's a heron right there. That's a good sign. He's fishing. He just flew off, but you guys see him there? When a heron is on the shore, that means there must be some sort of bait fish swimming around in the shallow water, because he would not be there if there weren't fish. If they're standing on the shore looking in at the water, this is cool. Look at all the minnows under this mat. I might have to put on a flipping stick and flip some of these mats here. Like the minnows are congregated under it. I think I'm gonna do that, yeah. All right, got my flipping box here. My flipping box. I think I'll use 1.25 ounces. There we go, folks, a flipping tube. This is a Dry Creek Outfitters tube, same company that makes the Ace Videos tubes. This is just their flipping version, the big fat one. Try that first. Oh, there's a carp right there. I could just doink him on the head if I wanted to. Got it. That was fun. Oh, there's a spotted bass too. Ladies and gentlemen, guess what? You will never believe this. This is my first official flipping fish right here. In Idaho, flipping and pitching isn't that big of a thing. We just don't have the weed mats and stuff. And I grew up in Idaho, if you guys are new to my channel. I knew about it. I studied it when I was younger. Look, oh look, he's been laying in the mud. Look at the dirt. It's like he's been laying in the mud. Anyway, this is my first official flipping and pitching fish with like the tungsten weight and all that. Like I've flipped and pitched around, but not like the official way. I say we keep them and eat them. Spotted bass are tasty. There's no size limit. That was fun, and don't get me wrong, it's not like I've never like thrown a soft plastic around reeds or whatever, but I actually went out the other day and I was like, I need an official official flipping box. I'll do it. There we go, first fish in the box. And I don't mean to lie to you guys, pretend like I've never flipped around wood or anything, but it's just like when I did it in the past, I just had like, my lead weights and all that, and I would just basically peg a sinker, flip a few casts in some wood, and then go back to to fish in rocks or banks, because in Idaho we just don't have that much weed growth, bass hiding in weeds opportunities as in the south. So I thought I'd go out, get myself an official flipping box. Tungsten weights are insanely expensive. Mr. Brad just gave these tubes to me. We'll have to send a picture of it to him. Well, let me tell you folks, we had high hopes for this dam. Water was flowing over it beautifully, a lot of good current. Cranked it, threw soft plastics, thought for sure we'd come up with something. But despite our best efforts, we got 0 bites under the dam. Even went over to these weed mats and flipped them, and still nothing. It's funny because I just switched to a purple tube. Guys, my dad just had one follow his tube, and I don't mean to like horn in on your spot, but I kind of want to.
Come on in, more the merrier. We can get him.
I'm gonna throw it right in that junk.
6-pounder, you know. where I didn't catch him, he's at least 7.
And then when you pull him in and he's 3,
it's not the one.
Then like, that's not the one. That was the male. Yeah, exactly. You'd be like, man, you reel it in, you guys. This is a good fish, but man, the one that I had earlier was bigger. It's like a carp right there with his back full on out of the water. It's like he's laying on top of a rock. What in the heck is going on there? I ain't never seen that. He's just like laying straight up. Can't quite tell. His back is just out of the water. Got him. Got something. Oh. What did he spit? Oh, he spit up my fluke. I thought it was a crawdad or something. A little smallie. Yeah, I just need a largemouth now and I'll have the trifecta. So this is a spot we discovered. There's some rocks underwater up here. What the? Now that hat, was that a carp? I do not know. But we will cast there. That might have been a carp, guys, so don't get excited. Got him? Nice! Me ancient Scotty's first fish. What is it?
Long time coming, it's a large one.
Or another spot, maybe?
We'll see.
Kind of looks like a spot. Hard to tell, this dingy water.
Oh, come on now. Him on board. Probably should have gotten the net.
Oh yeah, it's another spot. Sweet. Hooked him on the nose, on the nostril. Right. Cool. That's beautiful.
He's gonna taste good.
We each have our own.
Square bill.
Yeah.
There we go.
Very nice. Yeah, like right in the nostril. We've been catching a lot of spotted bass upriver.
Yeah, he's got that prickly tongue.
Sweet.
Pretty fish.
Yes. You guys watched one of the last couple episodes. We discovered that spotted bass are absolutely delicious.
Yes, they are.
Sweet. Nice. Whew. Well, there's a lot of bait in here.
A lot of bait. I hear frogs. Fish on.
Fish on again? Oh, yeah. Nice. I'll get the net this time.
He's smaller.
Oh, you just pull him in.
Yeah, he's quite a bit smaller.
He's going right for the weeds. Keep moving.
You like Ishman roll?
Pulling ish. That's another spot.
How do you tell them so quickly?
We need, just because they have a slightly like, what is it, metallic green instead of soft green.
Okay. Yeah, that tail or that tongue is just as rough as anything. Rough as a cob. We could
actually keep that one if we wanted to. But nice, Pops. I've seen a couple times where the reeds move. Kind of like the velociraptors in Jurassic Park. All of a sudden the reeds are just parting. What's he angry about?
Not happy, Bob.
He's like, you scared away my fish. Guys, there's a bridge right up here. Bridges are usually good. Wow. This is cool how it opens up back here. Oh, look at all the bird nests.
Yeah, look at this back here. That's frog, square bill, that's all kinds of territory out there.
Oh, look, there's a beaver. There's a beaver right there.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, see, yeah, the bait fish fleeing. That's my next cast right there. Or your, or your cast.
Well, we saw tons of activity, bass and bait fish, in the back of this cove, and it was good to have this spot in our back pocket for when we need a place like this, but we just couldn't get any to bite on this day.
Wow, we fished that whole thing and did not get a bite. That is crazy with all the bait. I even see balls of bait fish on the graph. Oh, hush my mouth. I just got one. Oh, it was another spot. He was out in the middle. I was like, I talked about balls of bait on the graph. He was probably chasing them because he was just out in the middle of this stuff. Oh, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do. We'll just fish this evening, even though I came prepared to cook on the boat, guys. But I want some. I haven't crawfished in a long time. Take these fish carcasses, and we'll use them for crawdads. I think just a simple popper will do. First cast with the top water.
There we go.
Right. You got him? Nice. That's the same corner where you had that other one.
He's a little fella.
Oh, just threw it. Interesting. I wonder if there's a rock or something down there they're held up on. Look at that. Did you see him take it? Did you see him take it? That fish blasted it. Let's see if this is a largemouth. Did I get the trifecta? Oh, it's a smallie. I should have known a smallmouth would smash it that hard. That was a cool topwater bite there.
No, that was a good call, Lisa. You just asked me to get it over there.
Uh-huh. I thought there's nothing going here. Cool fish. I'll throw one back in. Let's try to get. I'm still after that largemouth. We have a few casts more, folks, before it gets too dark. Well, that was still fun, exploring some new spots.
Yeah.
That was a cool way to end it. If you're down to get crawdads, I'm down to find some crawdads. We'll have to do that next. My friends, Romans, countrymen, boys, girls, bow-legged squirrels, we are under the interstate. It's been like a year since I've been to this spot, but it is a great crawfishing spot. It has the perfect size rocks that you can lift up, but they're big enough for the crawfish to be under. I have a fish in the bag and my collapsible cutting board, and I'm gonna fillet them up, and then we're gonna stick the carcasses underwater and see what comes along to eat them. Should bring out a lot of crawfish. I have here something brand new to use as well. It's a collapsible fishing knife. I have all kinds of collapsible things now. Look, it has different sizes of blades. I think I'll just need like the medium-sized blade. Let's see, it sticks right in. Let's throw somehow. Yeah, there you go. It just slides right in, locks, and I've got a fillet knife there. Everything is getting portable and foldable these days. All right, spotted bass. Bunch of pretty birds have come alive here. I think they're smelling the fish. Cut their ribs out. I swear I started filleting and the birds broke out into song. Well, this is hilarious, guys. Just got done filleting, and I mean, just got done. And they are jacking up the river. I'm really close to a dam upstream. You can't see it from here, but really close to a dam. And I just checked on like the schedule, and they just decided to open up the floodwaters. So it's going to come up fast. I can't do anything here. I'll have to find another spot. right, my friends. We have changed it up. The Ancient and I have come to this beautiful trout stream. One of my favorite streams around here. Look how clear the water is, guys. I want to catch some crawfish, and there's no better place than this. It is a little bit of a drive from the last place we were at, but
I see a nice fish.
the water is where's
Just came up. He just came up.
oh yeah, I see him making his way across the bottom. Yeah, we have a trout right there, guys. Anyway, this is a spot to get some crawdads for this meal, so let's use the fish carcasses and see what happens. So within minutes, these minnows started to gather around and take off little chunks. I mean, I didn't even have time to put the rock on top to hold it in place before they were just tearing pieces off. And then the first crawdad showed up, probably within less than 5 minutes of it being down there. And then a second one shows up, and the first one's trying to pull it away. You can see he's trying to pull it away from him. Bro, there's plenty of fish for everybody. I want as many guys to gather around as possible. Then a third one shows up. Then a fourth one, you can see in the corner there, is a little timid. He doesn't have a claw on the right-hand side, it looks like, or it's a little tiny claw. So maybe he's not as confident, you know what I'm saying? And then a fifth one shows up. And as more minnows gather and more crawdads go for the same piece for some reason, like there's tons of fish, but they all want to gather on one spot. There's a little trout there, by the way, and he's like, whoa, there's too much going on here. He swims off. But as more gather, the tensions increase. And this one has the other one by the claw there. He's like, get out. But the other one wants to stay and fight and eat. And this little one wants his piece of the action, and he puts his little claws up. He feels threatened by the minnows, but he doesn't care. He goes in to get his pound of flesh off there. They are feisty. Of all sizes of crawdads are feisty. And then this one is a little confused. He went over the GoPro, thought the GoPro was something good to eat. And then I love how he just gets in there, just gets after it. And the other ones, you know, you got to be bold in this business. If you're going to get a chunk of fish, if there's a big buffet laying out, you got to be bold. And watch this one here. He's just minding his own business in the corner, and a big one comes along and just bullies him. They're bullies everywhere, folks. They're humans, animals, they're even underwater. And then check out this little one in the corner. He really wants a piece. He can smell it. But man, you're pretty tiny. These are some big craws with some big claws. And he's like, nope, not worth it. I'm just going to sit under the rock here. And then this one comes in. He's like, out of my way. Excuse me. Puts his claws up. That's how you do it, folks. You put your big mitts in the air and just tell everybody to get out of your way. How's it going? Oh, look, there are already crawdads on my... You could probably lower your tube down there and they grab onto the tube. You gonna go for it? There are a bunch of them down there. Boy, they're congregating fast. So my dad did decide to go for it with the tube. You can see it floating down there. Crawdads love tubes, especially when they're covered in Dry Creek Outfitters Trophy Bass Gel Scent, which is just an amazing scent for fish, but crawfish love it as well. And one of them actually grabs onto it, despite there being the delicious fish. It wanted the tube. My dad pulls it up, pulls it away, and it didn't let go.
There we go.
You got one. You got.
Can we swing him aboard?
Can you bring him up? He's pretty greedy.
Probably could swim over to the side. Yeah.
I brought him up here on the bridge before. That was with bacon, though. I remember that day. Oh, yes!
Oh, we got him!
Nice. That's a good eat. Oh, wait, it's a female with eggs.
No way. Oh, look at that. That is so cool.
Oh, no, those are little tiny crawdads.
Look at that. There's a little, look at the little tiny crawdad trying to get away. Oh my gosh.
That is crazy.
I don't think I've never seen that.
I've never seen little micro crawdads like that before.
Look, one's dropped on my finger.
Oh, yeah.
Look at his long tail compared to his body. That
Wow.
is crazy. She's not letting go. Seriously, she's not letting go. There you look at all the babies.
Yeah,
coming
guys,
off
we're
of my
actually going to
hands.
let
I'm going to
bring her down. Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good.
Wow.
If my dad drops her from up here, she'll probably lose all her little craws.
So after about 30 or 40 minutes, this many had gathered. There were probably about 14 or 15 of them, a dozen or so that were perfect keeping and eating size. So I just waited out there and started to pick them off. And it's great because crawdads are not very bright. Like, you can just grab them and the other ones are unfazed, like this giant claws coming down and just disappearing your comrades, and you're just like, wonder if I can stick this piece of fish intestine in my mouth. Like, that's the mentality of crawfish. Like, they're real easy to catch. This is something anybody can do. Like, I highly recommend you guys trying it because they're really fun, really easy to catch.
Look at that. They clung to the bait. They pulled the bait off the bottom. Well, maybe that's a sign. Maybe we need to be done or move to a different spot. Yeah, look, they're all like, what the heck? Wow, my friends. Even I'm surprised how many crawdads there were just in the first spot. The ancients moving downstream. I think I'm going to move downstream with them and let's find another hunting gathering spot.
So I didn't move it too far downstream because there were obviously so many crawdads in this area. I put it back on the bottom, crumbled it a little bit to get a nice oil slick going, put a rock on top, and walked away again.
I think we may just had some subscribers roll up. Hey! Yeah!
I've watched you before.
Oh, cool. What's your name?
Atticus.
Atticus? Oh, that's a cool
Nice
name.
to meet you.
Atticus?
Yeah, I watched a few of your, like, surviving on only what I eat.
Okay, cool, man. You
Yeah.
mind being in a video? I'm actually filming one right now.
Nice.
So, Atticus, guys, subscribe.
I
Atticus,
like it.
I have something for you, dude.
That's so cool. When you went to Lake Watauga,
Oh yeah.
hard to fish.
Uh-huh.
I go there pretty often.
Wait, I have two sizes. See if
Thanks,
that
man.
fits. Oh, see if that fits real quick, because I have some different sizes.
Yeah, I've done.
Is that one good? Sweet.
Sweet.
Hey, thank you for watching.
Have a good day.
You too, man. Atticus, that is a cool name. They were just driving by while I was hanging out on the bridge.
This second spot was cool because it had trout around it without all the minnows. So I feel like the trout actually got a crack at it. I'm not sure why the minnows weren't in this area or they didn't congregate over to it, but it's pretty cool to watch the fingerling trout. And then you see a nice sized trout in the back there. I wish he would have come over, but he didn't. But these little ones feasted on the spotted bass. Watch them right here. Tack a bit, pull a piece or two off, go back, look at grab the little bits. Then a big crawdad comes over. That's the kind you want right there, a big eaten one. But these little fingerling trout were enjoying it as well, and that really surprised me. You can see how far the crawdads would come. They'd smell it, and it sometimes took them a second. I don't know why he's hugging the GoPro there. Took them a second to find it, but they would eventually hone in on it. And then this was funny. Two big ones eating on it, and this little one wants a piece, but he's just not very bright. The big one keeps knocking him away. And then he goes at it again and gets knocked away again. He's kind of intimidated, just like I said, just not very smart. There's a great big piece of bait there, and he really had struggled. It was a struggle. Look, So finally he goes around, and he eventually goes the other side. I didn't care, though, because he was a little too small to eat. I just wanted these big ones.
Oh, this one's soft. Just molted, soft and squishy. Cool. Couple more. Just keep moving down, you know. Gosh, I have so many already. That was so fast. Folks, I think I have enough crawdads for a bowl. I think the goal now is to catch some of the tasty trout that live in this stream. Let's do it. All right, my friends. Hiking up a trail here. We got the river right there. The ancient, I'm going to fish right here. He's gonna go find mushrooms. Good luck. He's gonna hopefully find some mushrooms. And I wanna fish the river. Catch me a big fat trout. A plump, juicy one. A little dangerous, but we are good. Alright guys, armed with a tiny hare's ear tube. Let's get a stream trout. I love this little light rod and 4-pound test. It just casts like a dream. Is that 2 butterflies eating some like goose poop? I think it is. That is the really, I don't know what to think about that. I actually didn't know butterflies did that. I thought butterflies ate flower juice and whatnot. I didn't know they snack on animal dung. Got my butterflies over here just chowing down on poo. You know, the normal things you see in nature. Wow, it's beautiful around here, guys. I'm gonna try fishing right down in there. Got one. First fish of the day. A little micro one. Pretty as all get out though, man. Wow. Little rainbow. Caught him right in the snout on hare's ear. Oh, there he goes. Well, that was fast. Or he can stay in the little pond there. Whatever he wants, he'll figure it out. Cool. First fish of the day for me.
Okay. So one of the things we're on the lookout for right now is a good stick. This is my good stick for now. It's for when we get deeper, probably off the trail, and I need to poke around and don't want to encounter snakes. I don't know what this is exactly, but I'm thinking that's some kind of bear scat right there. That reminds me of what I've seen in the zoos. I don't know, what do you guys think? Looks like it to me. Keep our eyes open for sure. Ah, wait a minute, here we go. Now those are on wood. So that might look like a chanterelle, but I think that's a jack-o'-lantern. They look real close, but they're on wood. There's one. A couple over here. Yeah, I don't think those are ones we can eat because they're on wood. We'll keep looking. We do have them in the area though. It looks a little like a toadstool there. Man, there's a lot of stuff right here, that's for sure. Take a look underneath here. It's got the gills. Yeah, I think we'll let that one pass. I see these trees down up here. That might be a good spot to go to. So we're gonna kind of pick our way up the hill here. Oh, here we go. I think we've got some wild grapes over here. This is the kind of thing the bears will come by and grab. Blueberries or grapes, I'm not sure which. We'll put those in the bag and might have to see what they taste like. Guys, I think the reason this is all laid down, we've had a bear around here. That's going to be my honest guess right here, because it's just laid down different. You see all the green and stuff over there, and then just right by here, and I see deep set like prints, although I can't make anything out right here. But see, there are more of these grape like berries here that I'm guessing we've had a bear through here looking at them and eating them. So yeah, we'll have to pick up a few ourselves, but there's some smashed stuff, and definitely been something tromping around up here. We're gonna go ahead and grab some more of these grape looking things, add them to our collection. A whole bunch of these. They look pretty darn fresh too. They're soft. We gotta try some. We're gonna pick some and see if we can find them in the mushroom book. Ooh, they got those big gills. I don't know about that. They're just all over this tree. Wow. Guys, check this mushroom out. How's that for crazy looking? Wow. We'll leave that alone. It's got like a reddish brown hue to it, but that is very cool. I don't know if that shows up, but it looks like bone inside the rock. That quartz. It looks like a skeleton hand. And then down here, got a millipede. And some turkey of the woods, a little hard. This is kind of crazy. The orange red caught my eye. My guess is somebody was up here working on the trail here, somewhat of a rudimentary trail you can see, and they forgot their stuff. Oh, that's a good one. There's oh yeah, we use these in Idaho a lot. Oh, it's been here a while, covered by a lot of stuff. There's another one. Crazy. If they weren't so darn heavy, I might bring them down the hill with me and find a ranger and give them back to one of them, because I guarantee you that's somebody that was working on the trail here. But that's been there probably since either early this spring or last year, because it had a lot of leaves around it. This is pretty cool. Wow. Got some kind of little, maybe a geocache or something. Let's take a look. Little stool. Somebody either left it up there or meant to leave it for somebody else. Pretty neat back there. Oh. Wow. There's an old carpet right there. Doesn't go back very far, but it'd be a shelter from rain. It might be joined by other things though. So I came up to take a look at this tree. That's pretty cool. Guys, I'm wondering if that's not bat guana there. It's dripping out of there. I bet you there are bats up in that tree. We're gonna get out of here because I don't wanna find out. It's a big tree. It's alive at the top, it looks like. We'll leave that one go. Okay, well, we're headed back. I set the implements, presumably from the Forest Service, Park Service, whoever it is, that left them up the hill a ways. But this is crazy. Look here, mushroom. Just not the right kind. I have seen more mushrooms this trip than I've ever seen. We'll just have to see if Asa knows any of the ones that I did pick up are good or not, and see what he's up to. Let's get back.
Every time I come here, this place is different. Oh look, somebody left a nos. There's still half of it left. Oh yeah, this looks good. Alright, let's surprise some trout here. I think I'm gonna flip it. Right up there. Got him. Oh, another little one. But hey, first cast at the new spot. Wow, this is a tiny, wow, weed. There's no way this guy's gonna live. He's too small, and he swallowed it somehow. I don't know what we're gonna do with him. Maybe use him as a piece of bait somewhere. I'm gonna just kill him real quick. All right, there it's over. I'll just add him to the fish bag. Seems like I should do something with that little guy. Use him as bait, catch a catfish. Probably, that'd probably be the best thing. Let's try her again here. I'm gonna cast in the water. Actually, no, I'm gonna cast behind this rock. I'll work my way up to the waterfall. My friends, I kind of thought I'd come here, slay a bunch of trout, keep a few, and be on my way. But they are skittish. I don't know what to do. They bite, and then just one quick bite usually, and then that's it. Hey,
So, hey,
what is it?
I'm exhausted.
You're exhausted? What did you even do?
Well, look here, I found this. I was
Oh.
hoping we'd see a ranger or somebody. That was on a trail somebody had been working on, so I packed it out.
Oh, interesting.
It's been there, I'm sure, for a year.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Did you find any mushrooms?
Well, you'll see. You tell me if they're any good.
Okay. Well, as far as fishing goes, I only got one tiny trout. It swallowed it. That's the reason why I kept it.
Wow.
I got one other trout, like 5 or 6 inches, but I let it go.
Okay.
Okay, maybe it was 4 inches, but what did you get?
Well, this is sad.
It's funny how we struggled. I did not expect to struggle.
I didn't either. Right away I saw mushrooms. Now I
Okay.
did see
These
some
are
of these.
puffballs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are they okay?
I don't think so.
Yeah, because
I think that's not the kind that.
so I got some of these.
Okay.
They were a lot prettier when I picked them, and I don't know whether they're any good or not. There we go.
I don't think those are.
Yeah, well,
those
there
are
you go.
called,
Okay.
Yeah.
How about another puff?
Oh, what the heck?
Another puff ball. Okay. What about that kind? That looked good, actually. I got a couple.
See, I think
of
it's the
those.
same as that one, just a little bit different color.
No, that's definitely.
Yeah, the
not.
red ones. I don't
Okay.
think the red ones are. They're called, and we can get the mushroom book out.
Well, we could eat them once.
You can, yeah, that was a famous comment on my channel.
Okay. here we go. Ready?
Every mushroom's edible once. What the?
Him
What?
some big smoke signal.
I did not know they could do that.
When we were kids, we'd
You
get
get-
6-8 inches across, and that was you'd throw them at each other. I didn't realize they'd keep recharging. Just let them fill up with air, and that's kind of fun.
Huh.
Anyway,
You could
probably
like
don't
smoke
want to
them.
inhale,
You could light them up. Oh, that one.
That was a good one, or at least
That one looks like an oyster mushroom.
Yeah, and there were a bunch of them, so I picked them.
You know, with white mushrooms, I've heard they're real safe. You don't have to really check them. Like
Oh,
any
let's just
mushroom
eat
that's
'em.
white, you can basically,
Now this one is kind of odd. That was one of the first
basically
ones I found.
eat them.
I feel how solid that is. That's like a.
It's like a heavy mushroom.
Mm-hmm. You have heavy metals. You got heavy mushrooms. I guess. Here we go. We got more.
Yeah,
of
those
those
might be
oysters.
oysters. I think
Okay.
we'll get the book out and check them.
Okay. Look, here's the one thing I did find. So these are what I think are muscadines, and where I found these was a spot where a bear. Well, I'm thinking it's a bear. It had just a great big area, probably 20 by 40, was just kind of laid down compared to the rest of the area around me. You'll see it in the video. And there were just a few of these left. They look like grapevine leaves all over the
So
place.
can people eat them?
Yes, they're edible. Muscadines are edible. People make jelly out of them. They're not that good, from what I hear like this. But you can use them for jelly and things like that. So
Okay.
that's what I understand. If there anybody that out there that knows, I've got a little bucket of those in here.
Aha! Oyster mushrooms. Mmm. Those sure look like oysters to me.
Yeah, there were more too. Next time I'll know to grab all of them.
Okay.
And I thought if I pick a whole
Was it on wood?
It was on wood. Definitely.
Yeah, there you go. They said they grow on wood. Yeah, definitely look like oyster. That's like, yeah. Cool. Well, you found some oysters. You found some
muscadines.
Berries there. Yeah. The puffball mushrooms were a source of amusement.
Here's another one of those. Gosh, that was I have not worked that hard to try to get mushrooms. Look at, I'm just soaked.
You're just soaked with sweat. No, thank you for trying, Bob. So up here, they have a table in the park. It's kind of cool. They've made it. Somebody's taking a lot of time. That is some heavy wood there and big bolts. This ain't going anywhere. It made a great big heavy table. Nobody's stealing it either, you know. This is one of those ones you don't have to chain down. I think we're gonna cook on it. It's a perfect spot.
How's that?
Excellent. Thank you.
What needs that?
Oh, look at that big old daddy long leg. Ooh, that scared me. I felt the legs of something crawling on.
What is that?
Be so calm with some river water. Guys, we're just cooking the crawdads in river water. Sup? R2. Excellent. Thank you, Pops.
Indeed.
Dad got water from the river. All right, ladies and gentlemen, everything is organized, laid out here beautifully. Have here a pot with some river water in it for the crawfish boil, and then have some little potatoes for it, some mini onions of 2 varieties, lemon, my first cast seasoning, the best seasoning in the whole world, an ear of corn, smoked sausage, and then the stuff that I'm gonna make the fish with. Oh, and then the mushrooms that my dad found, and then we have here the fish. Ladies and gentlemen, I was going to use that fish as bait, but you know what? We're going to eat it because I'm not sure how well it will travel. This will probably be the smallest trout we've ever ate. I never thought I'd be eating a 3-inch trout. So anyway, let's roll. Yes, please, please. Love sausage. Ladies and gentlemen, sausage is one of my favorite meats. Thank you. Yeah, if I could, yeah, just like a few, like half of them actually. Then we'll drop the rest in the crawdad bowl. So this will make some nice oils to cook on. Sausage is very oily. Alrighty, alright. I love this new jet bowl. It is nice. It was expensive, but it's nice. Look how safe that is. Got flame going. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna add the salt right now. Always add plenty of salt to your water. Any kind of crawfish bowl. I love sausage. Ooh, that is looking good, Pops. Some fish and sausage juice. Don't get much better. Except that the smoke gets in my lungs. Oh yes. Wow, that looks great.
We're getting there.
I love all the mini stuff. That's fun.
That is fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, I was about to use this lime pepper seasoning, but I'm saving it. I'm going to save it for something. A plan has come to mind. I'm going to use a typical like Cajun blackened seasoning. Get these fillets nice and blackened. I'm going to save that for something special.
Coming soon?
Yes, coming soon.
Man, you got a feast.
Mm-hmm. I thought a bed of white rice for the fish would be fun. Is it 3? Nice.
Isn't that nice?
That is cool.
Heck yeah.
I love it. Thank you, Pops, for preparing everything. I think we're just gonna drop, like the potatoes in first, and then yeah, just in order of cook, how fast it's gonna cook. Huge shout out to my mom for teaching me how to cook rice just this morning. I never knew how to cook rice, folks. I always made the instant stuff, and I thought this is ridiculous. I need to learn how to make rice. I don't know what the big deal was. It took like in 20 minutes. I learned how to make rice. Always made the instant stuff, pre-made stuff. So
I have added a new skill. I'm working my way up. This spotted bass just falls apart. It's lovely. Now this fillet, it wants to just crumble. That is wonderful. And pour the juices over top. The sausage juices. Good grief, somebody's been eating a bunch of these. You know what? So they don't get soggy, I'm gonna wait just a minute. Ooh, water about boiling. We're gonna add a few things, Pops. If I could get some, thank you, I appreciate it. It's nice having a sous chef.
I do this for your mom, buddy.
You do. You guys cook the meals.
He lets me think I'm doing something important.
That's probably good. I don't want to over lemon this thing. And then my first cast seasoning. It's a great seasoning on fish, but it's also a great crawfish bowl agent. I'll just stick them. There's still some oil in there. Woo! You drop those potatoes in. Yeah. Sweet.
That's hot.
Appreciate it. Boy, this has turned it into a feast. That's gonna be fun to try oyster. I don't think I've ever tried oyster mushrooms fresh from the forest. We're just gonna have it on low, and all I'm gonna do is add just a little bit of salt because we don't want to. We just want to taste the true flavor of them, not add any crazy seasoning.
Keep expanding our
Yes.
palate or whatever you call this a bit.
Leveling up our mushroom skills.
Yeah, now that I know these are good, like I say, well, you'll see it, but there were quite a few on the tree limb. I just thought, yeah, I'm going to pick them all, and then I'll bring them back, and they won't be any good. So.
No, that's part of the learning process. I remember, Aaron and I last year, we walked past several old man's beard, and they're perfectly good mushrooms, but we didn't know what they were, so learning curve to it. So while we're at it, we might as well put the micro trout on there with the mushrooms.
Yeah.
I see some oil. He could be in some.
How about right there in that corner?
Oh yeah, that's even better.
There you go. Oh yeah. Flip him over there.
Now he's bathing in oil. Should we add any seasoning to him? Like just a skosh. This is the smallest trout. I never thought I'd eat a fish this big. And there we go. Just dust him slightly. Adding some onion.
You want the sausage in
Yes,
there?
sir.
There we go.
Woo. Thank you, sir.
Yes, indeed, sir.
Sweet. Very nice, very nice. I'm gonna flip the trout. Well, do you want to do the honors of adding the picnics to the top of the fish, and we'll try that while the stuff is boiling up?
That sounds great.
I thought that would just be a fun thing, guys, to add some of these to give the fish a little crisp. People do that with other dishes, so. There we go.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, his head just.
His head came off.
Sorry, dude. We want to make sure we get that cheek meat. I think we let him go just another minute.
Okay. All right, you guys, we're gonna sample some spotted bass.
Ooh, this looks good.
Yes. Yeah. Would you like to pray for us?
Father in heaven, again, thank you so much for a great day together in the water, in the wild. I just ask that you bless this food to our bodies now, and thank you for providing it so richly for us. In Christ's name, amen.
Amen. We'll give the old spotted bass sample, and then we'll try the oyster mushrooms
There we go.
with crispies on top.
Yeah, I'll have to get me
Cheers.
a couple of Crispies there.
I'm gonna load up with crispies here.
I'm hungry. Spotted bass is good.
Yeah, it's spotted bass. Guys, out of all the bass, largemouth, smallmouth, spotted bass are the supreme leaders.
I could use a little salt.
Mm.
I'm having a salty day.
You can do it over the whole thing. For the first time ever, I've undersalted something. I think we need to try these.
Oh, the mushroom, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Now this is going to be fun.
Cheers.
They don't taste like oysters. They're good.
They're really good.
Not, dang it. I might have to go back up the hill there and find where I left them.
Wow, those are
You like
really
them too,
good.
though, huh?
Mm.
Shoot.
Those are really tasty morsels.
That'll be good with the fish.
Mm-hmm. Now you're talking. Get a little one. Grab a little piece of
Man.
fish.
Wow.
Fish and mushrooms together.
Ooh, dog.
Wow, that is a nice compliment.
Okay.
Wow, folks, that's
Wow.
really good to get a little oyster mushroom, little bite of fish,
Oh, yeah.
blackened
Some
fish, rice, and that is a good bite right there.
Oh, man. I wished I had a bunch of them.
Well, we'll know next time. And we've added a new mushroom to our repertoire, assuming these don't kill us. Like, we're totally mistaken.
What?
You can have the last one since you found them. Oh,
Oh,
or
man.
trout.
Oh, shoot.
Is he okay? What's the damage?
Let's take it. Yeah, you want to.
Oh, he's not
No,
burned.
he's-
Oh.
Wait, what about his head?
His ring over his head.
Oh.
Head down.
Gotta get that cheek meat out of there.
You just bite it. I'm just gonna eat it. I know, it's just like eyeballs and a little tiny brain, and it's hot. It's a hot head.
I pulled his gills out. So.
You pulled his gills out?
I did.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
You are disgusting. I cannot believe
That wasn't good. That wasn't.
that.
Yeah,
Is
there's a lot of like little bones there.
Oh my word!
That was that. Yeah, no, that I don't recommend
it's
that.
his skull, for heaven's
Well,
sake.
I
A lot
thought
of
that
little
like
bones
it
in
was so tiny. I didn't know it would. I'll bet this thing was born this year. He's fully wild. Cheers. Probably born in the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
There you go.
There you go.
Tastes a little bit like sausage. Doesn't it?
He does taste like sausage. He mysteriously tastes like sausage for some reason. In
Crazy.
fact, he tastes like sausage more than he tastes like trout.
Go figure, huh?
All right, time to add the crawfish. Everything's boiling up nicely. Good size ones too.
fun.
Just drop them right in there. Guys, there's a bass in here. No,
ask.
don't ask. It's a long story. Really long story. We just mysteriously have a bass in our cooler with all the crawdads. We did not catch him here. I got a soft one. That kind of pinky one there is soft. I forgot. I was supposed to count how many went in, but I didn't. Voila. Now we will wait. See, I'm gonna try to finish this trout.
No.
He's so
sausage?
delicious. He does taste like basically sausage.
This is really good.
That spotted bass is spot on. Little tiny trout carcass. Wait, one bite there. There. Little tiny trout carcass. Hopefully we don't attract any bears down there. Go.
Boy.
Sweet. Yeah, if you just want to drop everything on that frying pan, then we'll eat straight out of the frying
Oh
pan.
my. Look at that split in the back
Love the bright red craws.
there. All right, I got our muscadines for dessert.
Sweet. We had to let this cool for a minute, guys.
Kind of look like blueberries, don't they?
They do. In fact, I thought you found blueberries. I didn't even know that those were around here.
Yeah. Pop one or two of these in
Pop
there.
one in. You're sure these are muscadines?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Oh, hard.
mine's hard as a rock.
Mine's hard as rock. Try a different one.
Look for a soft one. Well, the bears were eating, but maybe it feels like there's just like a seed in, like it's a
Yeah.
soft outside.
And maybe that's how they are.
Look.
I know.
There's like a seed in the big. It's mostly seed. That's weird.
Don't know what the big deal is about them. I'll cleanse the old palate if you
Yeah,
don't
I
mind.
gotta cleanse my palate too.
All right.
The final feast. Did we cook the potatoes correctly?
Here we
Look,
go,
I
let's
love
see.
mini potatoes. Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh.
Everything's so hot.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah,
Perfection.
perfection. Yeah, you know, it really could use some more over the top. I didn't put as much as I usually do.
Do we do it
In
like individually or just over
You
the whole
could,
thing?
I mean, if you're down,
Yeah, I'm down. Let's try it here. Yeah, I want a little on that tater for
mm-hmm.
sure.
Why don't you?
There you go. You bet. First cast seasoning, best seasoning in the world.
Mm-hmm. That's two people that said it now.
Onions. Man.
Mm-hmm. Onions, top drawer, guys. This is what you. These are the basics of a crawfish boil. Onions, potatoes, corn, sausage.
Sausage.
Because you need some extra protein
Oh, that sausage in the crab oil itself. I almost like that better than the fried sausage.
Yeah, that absorbed a real nice amount of flavor. And finally, the crawfish.
All right.
Let me go great. Where's the biggest one?
I think I got it.
You got it? Mountain crawfish, super clean. No need to purge them.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
A little bit of lemon flavor in there. That was a hard shelled dude.
Oh yeah, little bites, little nuggets of goodness. That corner's done well.
Done to, dare I say, perfection. Ladies and gentlemen,
Wow.
a hugely successful catch and cook in the books. Don't forget to check out my dad's channel, linked in the description. He eats food as well. It's a little different. Thank you guys for hanging out. We'll see you in the next one. What is going on, my friends? Welcome to a little afternoon of boat fishing. It's about 4:30 right now. It should get dark at 8. So we are out here for 3.5 hours, if my math is correct. Out here with me, Agent. Check out his channel, linked in the description. He is going to try to catch some bluegill really quick on this tree. And the reason why we're looking for bluegill is upriver. There is a very special spot where we're going to fish. And I have here a piece of special bait. Check it out. It's a trout. About an 11 or 12 incher. I kept him alive since yesterday. Caught him yesterday in a creek, and I thought it'd be really fun to try to use a big trout like that for bait to try to catch a giant fish this evening. But you know what? While we're waiting, this bank right here looks pretty darn good. Check it out. I'm going to start with a drop shot worm. This is a morning sunrise worm. Just a nice little red worm with a little yellow stripe running through it. I'm going to cast it right in this swirly stuff here. Folks, we're below a dam, and they have just unleashed the water. In fact, it's 6,800. Whoa, I got a bite right away. First cast of the day.
No way.
I got a bite instantly. They have unleashed the water at the dam, and so it's going to start coming up. You can see how fast the current is. We are excited because, I mean, anytime a dam opens up and starts letting out a lot of current, it can sometimes just turn on the fishing. And, yeah, you never know what can happen. In fact, I caught that giant trout. I don't know if you guys remember the episode. It was the family best trout. Oh, there's... First fish of the day is a little bluegill. Excellent. That is exactly the size we was hoping we wanted a little. Yes, he's shiny.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
You can just throw him in with my trout if you want. Wow, so both of us, like on our first cast, got bit. I missed mine. I think between the current unleashing pops and the sun setting this evening, I'm excited. Oh, I just had a bite. Although right now they seem to be pretty active too. Oh, missed it. Man, I'm getting bit. Come on, little doggies. There probably are just little doggies. Got him. Oh, no, it's a stick. The stick shot to the side, though, so it really did look like a fish. Yeah, another bluegill.
That's what we're looking for.
Sweet. Yeah, load the cooler with however many you want. That's going to be bait for later, folks. The bluegill, not the stick. Guys, something just swirled right against the shore there. Let's see if I can get a good cast going. Right there, right where he, in fact, I scared him with my cast. Let's see if I can get whatever that was. Oh, just had a bite, come on.
Need to get up.
Got him, I got that fish.
That is so
I saw him swirl. He ate something off the bank. And then I cast right by. I casted so close to where he was that I scared him. Woo! It's a little spot. And he ate the bait. Not a big one, but that's pretty fun.
Think he'd be any good for bait?
I don't think you can use bass for bait. Little, yeah, spot on his tongue there. A little spotted bass. In fact, check out the size of the worm that he ate. I was kind of hoping for a bigger one, so I used a bigger piece of bait, but that's about par. Beautiful little fish. There you go. He gave himself away. He probably ate a bug or something on the bank. You can see the color switch I made. I was getting a lot of bites on this, but I think they were bluegill because bluegill like bright colors. But in the summertime, folks, bright colored worms are the thing. If you use like purples or oranges or pinks, they really like them. We've got a creature swimming right toward us. Oh, it's like a muskrat or something. Oh, look, he's on top of the log jam. He's.
Oh, sure enough, he got himself a reed or something.
Yeah. Oh, look, that must be his den right there. He disappeared in that little cave. That's cool.
I've been chunking those worms up pretty small.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna use a little bit bigger piece in case they're.
You got a bigger hook too. Right?
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's see if I can get something on a segment of worm. Keep getting bit in this corner over here. Caught him. Strong little bluegill. And if indeed it's a blue, it is. Ooh, it's a bigger one.
Big one.
Bigger
fish.
All right.
Got the thing out the back there too.
Well, my friends, I think we might be good on bait. Big sunfish going in. Yes. That sounds good. Just drift down. Oh, I got one. Wow. I switched back to the plastic worm. Another spot. Oh no, this is a large one. You know, you use bigger worms to hopefully catch bigger fish. And this is what happens. Yeah. Oh, ooh, teeny
Tender
tiny
morsel.
Yes. All right. Well, my friends, we're kind of done bait fishing. Before we go up to the dam, though, or the spillway, it's more like a spillway. Well, yeah, it is a dam, and the water spills over it, so it's a spillway and a dam. Anyway, we're gonna fish these rocks. You can see where an old bridge used to go across the river. All right against the rock there. Yes, that's the juicy stuff we want. Got him.
Nice.
No, I don't. Unless it's small. I'm just gonna keep reeling. Either it's a stick or it's a fish or he got off. It's one of those things. He got off. I think I got bit right on the rocks.
Fish on.
Oh, nice.
Drop shot right on that ledge there.
Sweet.
It's a decent fish too.
Looks like a bowl.
Oh yeah.
It looks like you might need the net.
Oh man, what is he?
Whoa. It's light line, I know, but still, that's a bowl. Big smallmouth. Oh, there goes my worm, dang it. Curse you. Wait, maybe it'll float to the top. Pops, this is a bowl of a smallmouth.
Is it?
It's funny he hasn't jumped. That's strange.
Oh,
he's huge. He's huge. He's huge. If he gets off, he's a 6-pounder. I mean, he does not want to come. That is the weirdest thing. The smallmouth doesn't want to come to the surface.
Oh, yes.
Got him.
Yes.
Yo,
Yes.
look at that big one.
Louise, look at this beast.
Nice catch.
Goodness, thank you.
Whoa.
Yes,
Whoa.
indeed. Oh my word. Man. All right, we ready?
Yes, sir. $3.58.
Oh my word.
Very nice.
What
very
a beautiful
nice.
fish. What a beautiful fish. Golly, look at that.
Nice. Wow.
Wow, look at that little beastie.
What a fight on that 6 or 8 pound. I think that might be a 6-pound test rod. Wow.
That was fun. Thank you for the net, sir.
You're welcome.
Boom.
All right. Let's get back after it. Since my dad caught that on the drop shot, I, of course, naturally am going to throw a crankbait. And I'm sitting here in the quiet fishing, and for some reason I thought about, I wonder what a donkey would taste like. Donkey meat. You can make like donkey burritos.
Something sick about it.
I was thinking about swamp donkeys, and that made me think about real donkeys. And then I thought about what they might taste like. Oh, that's a snag. Yeah, it's kind of weird where your mind goes when there's no fish biting. Ladies and gentlemen, this can be a big fish spot sometimes, and then sometimes it can be a little fish spot, but let's hope it's a big fish spot for today. Look at that foam. It is roaring and ripping. Thank you, sir. Throw a few casts of the crankbait, folks, and then it's live bait time. Live trout, live bluegill. Oh, nice. Need the net?
Yeah, 1.5 smaller,
Right in the fastest stuff there. Oh, it's a good one. Good one. Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh yes, that's a 2-pounder.
Wow, this is so fun. Thank you.
Nice. All right, I was just about to switch to live bait, my friends. That is a beautiful one. That is just gorgeous. On. That's a cool crank.
2-pounder.
Nice, nice, nice. Yes, sir. They're eating bluegill, that's for sure.
Yes.
All right, friends, Romans, countrymen, it's time. He is lively. Oh, it's so good that he's lively. I can hardly grab him. Yes, I kept the water well aerated. My friends, look at that trout. Now, I actually caught him about 24 hours ago. Look at him. I'm gonna have to, oh crikey. Yeah, caught him about 24 hours ago in a creek. I was actually fishing for really small ones, and this big dude came charging out, and it was the only one I caught. All right, my friends, here we go. This is the biggest piece of live bait I've ever used before. I mean, definitely never thought about using this. I thought about going to the creek and catching like some 4 to 6 inch trout. It was a small creek I was fishing, and that big dude was in it. Oh, there we go. That's a little better cast there. It is kind of absurd how big it is, but it was the only one I caught, so. Oh no! There goes the trout. Well, that was stupid. The knot like got caught or something. Honestly, I think it's the knot. Something got caught and it caused the trout to fly off. All that work. I might as well try a few casts with the trout lure. Dang it, that was, guys, I kept and tended to that trout for 24 hours because trout are hard to keep alive. Kept him alive and then had him get off anyway. Ugh. And such a, whoa, I got some on the first cast with a trout lure. A smallmouth just smoked it. Guys, it was a big smallmouth on this Whoa! First cast with it. I was going for striper or something. Good grief. There are a ton of minnows right there. There's a lot of bait. Whoa. Well, the trout lure seems to be working pretty good too. I know, guys. There are so many bait fish. My trout bait is scaring them all on the surface. There are a ton of bait fish out here. All right, my friends, we're going to fish a little bit closer to the dam now, and just put it on anchor. We're going to throw some line, some live bait out the back. This might be a good spot for like a catfish. All right, my friends, there's my chunk of bait on as the sun is setting. The biggest bluegill of the group. Let's give him some line to swim around. Thank you, son. Whoa, that might have been it. You have a big bluegill on. Something either struck him. No, something has him. Got him on the big bluegill. Oh, something big, guys, on the big bluegill. Whoa, this is a big fish. Big fish. Oh, we have to get the big net. I'm not sure. It feels like a long fish because it's almost like reminds me of sturgeon, how their tail hits the line sometimes. What do we got? That was the biggest bluegill in the group. It's a striper. Look at this. Look at this. Yes! All right, not a just a monster, but still a really nice striper. Grabbed the big old bluegill. Yes. Thank you for getting the big net.
Beautiful.
Wow. And a true striper, my friends.
Wow.
Look at that. Yes.
Wow. That is a beast, man.
Very nice. Oh man, that's cool. Wait, all of a sudden you see this, and I was like, that was too strong to be the bluegill. The bluegill was swimming a lot. He was nervous.
Yeah. Okay.
Unbroken lines, a true striper. These are delicious. Let's get him in the live well.
Oh, yeah, nice.
All right, guys, there he is. Nice shiny one. I'm gonna throw him right as close as I can to that this time. Whoa, did you see that take? Whoa, guys. Come on back for it. Unless he stole it. Whoa, right here. The fish was right here. What the? That was a big smallmouth. That was giant. Look, the hook got, he swam all the way to the boat. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I guess because they're small. I mean, I let him take it a lot. I'm gonna put on a smaller one. Pops, that smallmouth looked giant. I mean, absolutely giant. Yeah, 5 or 6. Yeah. I mean, yeah. That was crazy huge. Because my bluegill's out there, and somehow when I reeled on my line, the smallmouth was right there. I don't think we've ever caught a smallmouth over 5 pounds. That'd be pretty cool. We caught 4 and some. Got one? Oh man. I know I missed my big smallmouth, but I think it's because the hook got turned around and it hooked back into the bluegill. So that's why it didn't get the smallmouth's mouth. Got something messing? I see it. Oh, I see it.
Oh, let him get it good.
Got him! He got him! Whoa! Oh my goodness! It's a big one! Whoa, okay, here, I'll take the... Oh, okay. Alright, mayday. Take the trolling motor off of... Okay. That was a strong run.
Oh my. You like that bluegill?
Well, look how far down he is. All right, I'll chase him. Wow. Yeah.
Set that drag just a little.
Yeah, you don't want it too loose, otherwise they can wrap it, because the danger of wrapping around rocks and stuff is
especially
also...
around here, it's so shallow.
Oh man, sunset chase. All right, I'm gonna go get the net.
Yes, please.
We're gonna get the big net, folks. I bought this because sometimes when we come to places like this, we've been catching such big fish. Need to get the big salmon net out. Oh, it's a big striper.
It's a big one.
It's a big striper.
Okay. Come on.
Oh, just
Hang on.
bring him over.
Bring him up.
Swim into the net, buddy. No.
I can't see.
Oh, I got him.
Got him?
I got him.
Thank you.
Woo!
Oh my word.
Look
Is
at
that-
this.
Oh my
Look.
goodness. Oh my.
Whoa.
That's my biggest striper.
Whoa. Nice job.
Oh my goodness. Those bluegill.
Oh my.
Net. Here, I'll take the front. Got it?
Wow. I'm glad I got the big salmon net.
Oh my gosh. Look at the size of that fish. Oh my gosh.
That was crazy how strong he just took
Oh,
off, like downriver. Nice fish, Pops.
That is crazy. Okay.
Wow. All right, I'll take a picture.
Bet he's what, 15?
I'll bet he's 20. I'll bet he's in the 20s.
Sorry. Okay. He's on. Okay.
Oh no, you were right. 16-3-1.
Wow.
Wow.
Ooh, I say we let him have him or her.
Like let him go. We
Yeah, I
already
think
have.
so.
Yeah, I'm
have a
on the
great
same
eater.
mind. We do have a great eater.
Look at that beast. That is a long fish.
All right, my friends, the beast has recovered. I'll take the net.
Got it?
Yes. Yeah, folks, a lot of meat. I mean, we already have one really, really nice fish.
Yes. Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was fun. Wow.
Well, my friends, what a satisfying day. But there's still a little bit more light left, and we still have 3 or 4 bluegill. So we're gonna get up to the dam and cast out one more time. I'm gonna let my line out behind the boat, though. Let's do this. Look at the turtle or snake, right? As the thing is a turtle. He was in the fast stuff. Huh. This is prime hour. Oh, he's... Oh, Pops. Dang. Oh, no, he's on. He's on. He just headed... Whoa. That... Sometimes if you pulled it out of his mouth, they'll turn around and try to find it again. Yeah, he's got it. You got it. Yes. Yes. Another one.
Not as big as, oh, look at that's a smallmouth.
A big smallmouth?
Oh, it's a good one.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa! Look at that! Whoa! That's like another 3.5 pounder on the live bluegill. This is incredible.
This is so much fun.
Wow. Another beast. What a day.
Get her back in. Oh my goodness.
Over 3 for sure.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Nice.
Thank you, sir.
I'll bet you have 2 smallmouth for like 7 pounds.
Amazing. How fun.
How many more do we have left?
One more after this.
Just one more? All right. Well, guys, it's getting close to dark anyway, so, but this has been perfect. I got one. I got one. Right in the fast stuff.
Yep.
Whoa. 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 This is a big fish.
Oh, let it go.
Whoa.
I'll take it all on hook now. Here. Okay. We'll chase him?
Sure. This is crazy, Pops.
Crazy fun.
We're using our saltwater rods, guys, because we No, we're in big fish land. Another nice one.
Look at that thing. Another striper.
Yes, 3 striper in one day. Oh, but that's like 10 pounds.
Oh my heavens. Nice job.
We're gonna be spoiled after this. He bit it right away. Thank you. I mean, good. I mean, I don't see any reason to keep them. 1 bluegill left each. Well, just enough light. Just enough light for it. This is the last bluegill, guys. There we go. We just used the claw to grab them easier. Wow. Last piece of bait. But guys, if I don't catch anything on this, it's still been a wonderful day. Fish on again. Wow. Is it like big or small? Small one? Or comparatively speaking?
Yeah. It's in the current, so that.
This side.
Striper, I think again.
Yes! Wow.
Wow.
Almost all the bluegill caught a fish. How about that?
That is so cool. So fun.
I'll cast my bluegill out one more time, but I mean, I'm so happy with the day.
What a
And we have just so much extra. Way more than we need. My friends, I have the last live bluegill on, so I'll throw him out there.
All right. How beautiful.
That is so much fun to go catch all those bluegill and then catch a fish on darn near every single one of them.
There he goes.
There you go.
Cool.
Oh. Snag. Oh, that's probably it. I have an anchor. Hold on, could you grab it? Guys, I tried to snap the line. I caught somebody's anchor. What? What a way to end the day. The bluegill, he's still on, he's still alive. I caught
an anchor.
And it has a swim bait on it.
Oh, no way. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's a good jig. Oh, no, it's not. It's rusted.
Wow.
What the heck? I guess we'll just set it in the bottom of the boat, throw it away. I caught an anchor to end the day.
What a fun day.
Pops, thank you so much.
Boom, boom. Wow. What a day.
My friends, definitely a blessed day. Thank you, Lord. I guess it's time to do a cook. We'll see you guys then. My friends, time to fillet some fish, and look at this. The anchor that I caught the last part of the day, even though it's rusty, it can actually still be used because obviously rust doesn't matter on an anchor. But check out all the lures stuck to it. So we have a Rapala crankbait. This feels like almost like a Berkeley swim bait on a I think that's a Berkeley jig head too. I think it is. On this side here, you see a really old like yellow jig head from like maybe a hair jig, and tons of lines on it. Oh, and there's another swim bait right there. And I think that this was in a spot. There's a hook right there too. This is in a spot where a lot of people were casting, and it was smooth bottom, and so they were getting easily hung up on it. Your line could easily like probably wrap around the shaft of this and they get tangled up in the bottom part of the anchor. But I'm glad I got it out of there. I have such strong line, I was able to pull it up. I have a 40-pound braid and a 30-pound leader, and I was able to pull this up. What a crazy way, though, to end the fishing day, the already amazing fishing day. Gosh,
gosh, if we didn't catch any other of those stripers, I would have been happy with the day just with one. If you are new to fishing, or you just don't know this because you live in a part of the country where they don't have striper, like I did, there are 3 types of bass like this, but they're all like in the same family. There's striper, hybrid, and white bass. And they all kind of intermingle. There's also a yellow bass mixed in there, but I'm not sure exactly where he falls, but he's kind of an oddball, black sheep of the family. People don't talk about him much because they aren't very common, but he's in there somehow. But striper are they're the big brother of them all, and they tend to eat the other ones, the small, especially like the white bass. Oh, look at that. Look at that fillet. All right, so we got some nice thick pieces here. What I'm gonna do though is cut this, yes! Right, let me trim off that, but I'm gonna cut this. We're gonna make striper burgers. Ladies and gentlemen, cut a little bit of the red off on that side. They have quite a thick bloodline, as you can see, but this will make an excellent burger. Oh yes, this is like a perfect size, because look, wham! We're gonna have square burgers, just like at Wendy's. Look at that, 3, look at this, folks. I didn't realize what a perfect size fish this was for what I wanted to do. 3 burgers for the grill right there. Excellent. One thing that's great about cleaning striper, they're very easy fish to clean. One of the easiest, their skin is so thick that you really have to be trying hard to cut through it to leave skin on the fillets. Cut the throat off this thing. A lot of meat in there. There's like something about grouper throats or something. I don't know if it's like a controversy or something like that, but there's the throat of the fish. And here's our Ziploc bag of fillets. Let's cook these up. While I was preparing everything for cooking, I looked in the backyard and saw some deer strolling along. So I tried to sneak up on them and get a closer shot. The does and the little babies took off one direction, but this buck kind of hung out here. And at first I didn't know what he was doing. But he's kind of hanging out in the thick area. That's where I have my fire pit and everything. And then he runs out in front of me.
What's up, bro?
And at first I just thought that was kind of strange. I thought he was maybe confused or misdirected. And then he takes off into the thicket.
He took off that way. And now the doe and the babies. Oh, there's another buck right there. Gosh, that's a whole clan here. So one buck abandoned them, but one of them's staying with the latest and the little babies. So this just occurred to me, you know, the one buck took off that way and the rest of the family went that way. There are 2 does, 2 bucks, and 2 babies. How about that? I've actually never seen that before, that ratio. They hang out a lot, but not 2, 2, and 2. I wonder if, oh, there he is. Yep, he's trying to draw me away. Look at this, folks. He's trying to draw me away. He came out of the thicket on purpose and is now running that way. I think, I mean, maybe he's not. Maybe this is just coincidence. I don't know that much about deer behavior, not being a hunter. But, I mean, he came out on purpose. He was hiding in there and came out on purpose and is now running that way. He's trying to draw me away, I guess. I know, you know, of course, birds do that, so I'm assuming deer do that as well. Well, I was just coming out to put corn out and check out who is in the yard. That is cool. Oh look, here comes the buck. I ain't messing with him. Yeah, he's staring me down. It's like, y'all move along now. We don't know this guy. That is so cool. Alright girls, let's go. Let's go. Of course they're scared of the, oh yeah, I don't want to, you know, I'm going to move away from them actually. We'll just throw this out. In fact, I'll spread it out just a bit there. There we go. They can feast on some corn there. Alright, my friends, coming over to the grill. Let's get this heating up first before we prepare the fish. There we go. Alright. That'll take about 10 minutes or so. Then check out the lineup. So you got all the fish there.
And then the seasonings that are gonna go on them, mostly my first cast seasoning. And we got some ketchup, we got lettuce, tomato, and mayo, hamburger buns. I keep all my catch and, or most of my catch and cook stuff in the Ace Videos backpack, linked in the description. A great way to support the channel. Let's get started on the fish. First thing I'm gonna do with these big fillets is put some olive oil on them. That'll help them not stick to the grill, and it will help the seasonings stick to them. My first cast seasoning has been sticking together because on this bottle I forgot to put salt, or not salt, I forgot to put rice in it. And there's no going back in terms of, you can stick rice in afterwards, but I learned that it doesn't matter. Once the moisture's in there and in the seasoning, it's in there. I'm still going to use it all. And if I was making soup or something, you just drop those right in there just like that. I'm going to give all these a light salting first. Because in my opinion, my first cast seasoning doesn't have enough salt. By the way, don't be afraid of salt. People act in these days like salt is poison. Salt is a mineral. It's good for you, and you need it to live. And, ooh, that's a lot of first cast seasoning. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, most, if not all, land creatures need salt to live. It is a normal thing. So don't let anybody tell you that it's something bad for you or something like that. I'm going to kind of go lighter on the coating on one side since this side's so heavy. And you can actually go a little heavier on the seasonings with this because they're going on a sandwich anyway with lettuce and tomato and bread and everything. What I decided to do last minute was get some olive oil, because I really don't want these to stick. I'm going to paint it on the grates just a little, which you're supposed to technically do this after or before things heat up. But this is my channel, and I like to live dangerously. Let's do this. Oh man, just like burgers, dude. All right. Yes, indeed. Love the sizzling. All right, and then on this side of the grill, have here a nice burner with some oil heating up, because I thought it'd be delicious to have burgers and fries. Before I get to that though, I'm going to check on these. Wow, yeah, they are cooking quickly. Let's see, these might be ready for a flip already. Let's see, oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, see, fish cook super quick on the grill. I have this heated up quite a bit. Those grill marks are looking pretty good. There are a few fish that you can actually grill. Some of them you can't, like trout, you cannot put straight on the grill in my opinion because it dries them out. Striper is a real hardy, kind of dense meat, and so it does not dry out. Oh, just hash that. There we go. But some of them you can't. So don't try this with just any fish. I think, fish like walleye and stuff, the meat's too flaky and delicate for this kind of thing. You will not like the flavor. But striper, you are good to go. Back to the fries, the oil heating up. So we have these quick cook waffle cut fries. Apparently they're thin cut so that they don't take as long to cook. Let's drop one in and make sure the oil's hot enough. Come on, little fella. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yes, indeed. Woo! And the one, oh, may have, well, no, just gotta stir it good. One thing about fries is that you want to always stir them real good. But it was so cool seeing those deer. That's the first time I've ever seen a papa deer try to distract me from his ladies. Very chivalrous fellow. Alright, these should be done. I mean, done in a flash. And look how they're splitting apart. That's how you can always tell fish is done. When it splits and you can see white down the middle, there's no nothing clear. So if you want to try this yourself, and I highly recommend you do, mine. I mean, my friends, look at that. Alright, now I have here some buttered buns, which we'll stick on there just real fast. Just let them get just the least bit toasted. Yes. I don't like my stuff really toasted, like, alright. There we go. Maybe a little on the light side, but at least the bread's warm. How are we doing over here? Ooh. Ooh, I think these done. Yes. One little complaint I have about Chick-fil-A is they don't cook their waffle fries enough for me. They could leave them in there about 30 seconds more or so. Put a little crisp on them. Look at that, my friends. Let's assemble a couple of burgers here. Oops. That comes out fast. Oh, well, I like lots of mayonnaise. In fact, I like tons of mayonnaise on all my sandwiches and burgers. My dad, not so much. That'll be his. This one will be mine. I'll give him the Big Daddy burger there. I'll put that on mine. Look at that. That was a perfect size striper for what we wanted. There we go. Maybe a little too much lettuce. Don't want to over lettuce him. Put a tomato on, and or a mater, as they say down here. Don't be afraid to salt the mater. In fact, you got to salt the mater, actually. These came from a farmer's market too, so these are going to be actually like really good. These are local. You know, on mine, I'm just going to put a smidge of mayo on top because I like it, but also acts as a sort of well, probably better. Well, just a little bit more. Come on. Acts as a sort of glue for it. Maybe just a tiny bit from my dad's. There we go. Wheel it around here and check out all the fries. Uh-oh, one escaped. Oh, not for long. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something anybody can do. Highly recommend it. Look at that plate right there. Perfect. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. Wow. This is just...
Wow. All right. You want to say a prayer for us?
Sure. Lord God in heaven, again, what an amazing adventure this was. Thank you so much for the beauty of the outdoors, the food we get to eat now as a result, and I just ask you, bless it to our bodies, and thank you for the time we have together, Ace and I, and the just the time we get to share together, Lord. In Christ's name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Wow, Asa, this is just something. Should we try the fries first?
Sure. Yeah, fries and then
I've got the plate if you want me to
try
hold
the
it.
fries while they're hot. Some of them stuck together, which is all right.
That's all right with you,
Sure.
huh? Yeah, these are crispy. Oh, I'm hungry too. Now this.
Okay. One of them has a ton of mayonnaise on it.
Which one?
I forgot.
Yeah, it's all good.
One has a lot of mayonnaise.
There
If
you
you
go.
get it, you may. Oh, I think we got the right ones.
Okay, cheers to you.
Cheers.
They cook so fast on the grill, guys. It's one of the easiest cooks you'll do because it's just like 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, they're done.
Asa, this, wow. I love how you blackened it. That is really, really good.
Yeah.
Man.
And it's juicy still. You can actually grill it, and it retains the juice.
That's that thickness and the type of meat that.
It's kind of like shark. Shark you can grill as well, straight on. Just learn that
man.
this year. 10 out of 10 for fish sandwiches.
Absolutely.
And it's thick enough. In fact, look at the ratio there. You see that? You got enough meat going on. Sometimes when you go to restaurants, they just give you that little thin slice of meat. It's like no good.
No, you did good.
Thank you.
Oh, man.
10 out of 10 for me.
Oh, absolutely.
Blackened, juiciness of the fish.
Yes.
Everything.
Oh, my.
One of the better fish sandwiches I think I've made.
No, I think it's probably the best to me.
Really, yeah. It's, yeah.
I like the thick, everything is perfect. Wow.
Oh, Pops, it was great fishing with you.
That was a ball. What a blessed day.
That was.
Man.
What is going on, my friends? Welcome to a little kayak fishing episode with me, Ancient. He's got a Hobie Pro Angler 12-footer. I have a Hobie Outback 12-footer. We are on this gorgeous river here. Very dark, overcast day. It's kind of fun. And we're just going to do some fishing, see what happens. There you go. Sweet. We have not taken out the kayaks in a long time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm excited. We might have some rain later, so I got my rain gear with me. And I don't have the pedal drive, the Hobie pedal drive, if you guys are familiar with these, because this river that we're fishing in is so shallow. It's more work to try to take it in and out to avoid all the rocks than it is just to use the plain paddle. So I'm going to, do I target trout or bass? Not caught very many trout in this river, but when I do catch them, they're usually hefty ones. So right now I'm going to start off with a brand new color, folks. This is called Chameleon, and Brad Perkins at Dry Creek Outfitters invented it. Well, look at it underwater. So it looks like this purpley kind of brown color, but as soon as it goes underwater, it has this brown color to it, like kind of like a motor oil. And then you bring it above water, it goes back to purple, kind of this brown with a little shade of purple under. And it also looks different depending on if it's sunny or if it's overcast like it is now. So it has a lot of different looks to it, hence the name Chameleon. He sent me a ton of these baits, first cast of the day. A ton of these baits in a box, and some new colors that he's invented, which I'll probably get today. I have a whole bunch of cool baits I want to try today. So I'm excited for the bass part, but I'm also excited for the trout part too.
Just had a good bite, guys. There we go. Oh, we got off again. Okay, that's 2 bites. Here we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Smallie. Nice smallmouth. Yes, indeed. Oh, we got off. Barely touched him. He counts. Smallmouth.
Sup, duck? Are you one-legged, or are you just pretending to be one-legged? He might be a faker. Might be a fake one-legged duck. Have you ever had a bird do that to you? I was at I think a pier, and this bird would go around limping on one foot, and I think kind of put his wing out like he was wounded, and then as soon as you'd give him something, he'd put his other leg down. I can't remember quite, it was a long time ago, but I just remember going, I just got fooled by a bird. I like that cast. Of course, I like a lot of the casts, but I really like that one. What? Oh. See, now, though, when you do that, you start to psych yourself, and you're like, that log suddenly feels like a largemouth instead of a log.
Another fish. Get him off of those sticks. Oh, he's in the sticks. Come on over. Okay. Okay. Gonna have to go over and get him. He's still on. It feels like he is. Yep, he's still there. There we go. Oh, that's a nice one. Okay, now this is cool, guys. Let me get him off here. Okay, I actually saw that one. Look at that mouth. I actually saw that one I saw his back out of the water. He just swirled just a little bit, so they are really up shallow. Very cool. All right. There you go, fella. One more last dive. Love it. All right, rig back up. I don't know if that's close enough to shore. We got to get right by shore. That's where I've been getting those bites. That's a good smallie.
Dang, I ain't into nothing. Maybe I need to switch to grubs. Nice. Sweet. Nice job, Pops. Uh-huh. Beautiful. I like when their fins stick up and their eyes get red. Yeah, I think I may need to switch to grubs because you're killing them. I still haven't caught one yet. Very nice. Cool. Right by a juicy looking log. Big old oh, there's a deer up there. Oh dear. Oh dear, there's a deer. There's so many. Oh, there are 2 deers. Yeah, that's a good sign, folks. Usually when the wildlife is out on land, it also means they're more active underwater as well. Alright, my friends, you can see we're coming up to where it goes down and it's all ripply. And I think I'm going to trout fish. I've not had anything going with the bass. I've gotten 3 bites, four bites, missed all 4 of them. But I got to try something different here. And there are a lot of good looking riffles down that way. I wonder if there are any crawdads out this time of year in this particular river. Disembark. Alright, my friends. Leaving the kayak there. Seems pretty solid. Seems. Nah, it's pretty solid. Let's go to this side here. Believe it or not, this is actually a totally different river, but they converge right here. Look at this fast stuff. See if I get a big angry trout in here. Nothing at this spot, but I'm going to move down just a little bit. There's a really good cut up here. Oh, this big wood. This is from the spring runoff. Oh, there's a goose right there. I saw just the goose head, and I was like, for some reason in my mind, I thought it was a big snake. My heart, whoa, jumped a second, because I thought it was a big snake. Oh, she's laying on a nest. Oh, that is cool. You don't mess with geese, man. Thank God. They're fearsome. I know they're a bird, but they're fearsome. They'll straight up bite you. Is this... Oh, yeah. Empty. Empty. Let's see here. Oh, spring is in the air. Look at all the green stuff. And right over here, look at this. There's like a little drop. Let's get right down here. Oh, nice. Very nice, very nice. Come on. Come on, big fish. Well, nothing at that spot. Let's try the other side. Ah. It's so pretty out here. Like, flowers are popping up. Oh, I heard it. Good net. Speaking of angry geese, I heard a hiss and I thought it was a snake. Yeah, she's guarding a nest. This is a good place to put it. You don't have much, hear her? You don't have much. I don't know why I'm scared of the goose, but you guys see the 3 eggs down there? Okay, I'm going. I want to get to that side. Do you know a better way? I think I might go around her. I don't want to get attacked by a goose, and they will attack. And believe me, it's not like I'm that scared of a goose. It's just, I don't want to disturb them. But they do, I heard that hiss, and I thought it was a snake at first, and it made my, I don't know why I'm snake crazy. Do I have one? I got one. Got a fish on the I got a fish on the jerkbait. Nice. Sweet, first cast of this side. It's a smallmouth. It's not a trout, but still, it's a real nice smallmouth. Beautiful. Sweet. Oh my goodness, did he want that jerkbait or what? Just gobbled it. Gotcha. See how the bait's sideways in the fish's mouth like that? That is a really good sign of that they're aggressive, a little bit more aggressive than usual, because like if a fish comes up behind a bait, nips at it, and gets the back hook, it was kind of suspicious. But if it just rams it from the side, that means you're using the right color. So that was kind of a key, even my first fish of the day, number one, and then a key catch to let me know that I'm using a good color of bait. Look how kind of lazy it is. Well, now it's not. But it was lazy compared to how ferocious they are. It was easy to take the hook out and stuff. How ferocious they are in like 2 weeks from now, and it gets 5 or 10 degrees warmer in this river. I'm going to stay along the top of the ridge here and then cast down because it's shallower right here where the water tumbles over. I might as well cast up here while I'm here though. You never know. Alternate casting upstream and then downstream. Got him. Got him. That was interesting because it was closer. What the? Oh. Whoa, big smallmouth. Boy, that was weird. So I was fighting the fish there and a big fish. Whoa, this is a nice one. Look at the jumps. Another fish surfaced down there. It must have just been happenstance. Yes. I was confused because my line is down there and a fish jumped over there. And I thought maybe it had me wrapped around something. For some reason, he just wants to swim upriver. This is kind of an easy fight. Oh, nice. Come on. Uh-oh. Mouthful of hooks. Just kind of a belly land. Yes. Very nice. Probably close to 2 pounds. 1 3/4. Look at that. Came right out. Look at that beautiful fish. Woo. How fun. Just crushed it. I love fishing. I need a picture of that scene right there. Beautiful smallmouth. There it goes. What a fun time of year. What the? Another goose. Oh, hey, oh, no, okay, it's good, I didn't mean to scare you. Didn't mean to scare you. Okay, you know what, I'm done on this little island here. I keep, oh, she flew off. Well, don't want her eggs to be left unguarded, but check it out. Look, she's used her down to make the eggs, keep the eggs warm. That is so cool. All right. I think I can call this little narrow island Goose Island for sure. A lot, probably even more nests. I haven't even walked the whole length of it. Found 3. All right. Oh, ship off from Goose Island here. All right, my friends, here's what we're gonna do. I'm out in the main river. I was gonna go just straight down the rapids, but there's actually a little side area over here I've never explored before, so let's go down that chute. I have to get out a little bit. That's why I'm wearing waders, even though I'm in the kayak. So I have to get out this time of year when it's cold. In the summer, I don't care. In the summer, I just wear tennis shoes. It's nice to get out in the refreshing river, but this time of year, definitely need the hip waders. This looks like it might be a fun little area to fish. Maybe nobody's really fished back here either because they're all just used to fishing the main river. I just saw fish arc in the shallows there. Wow. Work it over good here. Might have to switch to a plastic, yeah. In fact, I'm kind of feeling like this is more of a plastic spot. Yeah, there are too many weeds in here. Check out this big box of baits got from Dry Creek Outfitters. Brad, he makes all my all the Ace Videos tackle boxes, a bunch of Ace stuff. And he sent me, in fact, this is I think another new color of his called Smallmouth Magic. Oh, the sun's coming out. Excellent. It's been kind of it's been very overcast all day. Gosh, that sun feels so good. Let's see here, do I go with Gecko or Smallmouth Magic? You know, for this clear water,
let's go for a see-through bait. Sometimes if you're fishing really clear water, it's just a little tip in general. I don't know if it'll work now, but if you can use baits that are more translucent, meaning you can see through them a little bit better in clearer water, then those can sometimes be better than solid colored baits, which are usually better in dirty water. You definitely don't want to use like clear see-through baits in dirty water. That's a recipe for no fish. This is cool, this little back secluded area. Oh, this is so fun.
Shell bottom with clay, some rock. Should be a good place, actually. Oh, geez, we got a good fish, guys. Get that hook set. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a good smallmouth. Oh, heavens to Betsy. Look at that smallmouth. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Come to Papa. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Football, baby. Football. Nice. On that jig, that split tail jig with a little bit of purple in her. Right there. Nice. Look at that fish. Yeah. All right, guys. Here she goes. Red eyes. Whoosh, right back in. Wonderful. That thing just loaded on. I mean, I didn't even know I had it. It was swimming with it. And it's not that deep here. It looks to be about, 2.5 feet, 2 feet.
Dang, nothing down this little side chute here, but it's cool. I'll have to remember this. Maybe they'll come in here more in the later spring when they're starting to spawn. Trout might come in here too. Walk this thing down river. Oh, I love the sun coming out. The clouds have moved off. Beautiful evening. Alright guys, just brought my kayak up on this little, I don't know if you call this an island. It's, well, yeah, I guess it's technically an island. When it's high water, I think the water just flows right over it. I want to fish some of this fast stuff. In fact, there's a hole down here that really might have something in it. Got him. Right in this really shallow stuff. Just crushed it. I was just swimming it slowly, and the fish came up behind it and or slurped it. Oh, nice smallmouth. Just gave a backflip. Really shallow stuff. This is I think this is a really good fish. He's pulling like a bull. Peeling some drag. Nice. Yeah. Oh, he's just got the back hook. Yeah, see, I was swimming in really shallow stuff, and it just felt like one coming up. Oh, it's a nice one. Biggest one of the day for me. Felt like one coming up behind it. Yep, and just tagging it. Look, just grabbed the back of it. Thought it was going to eat a little baby trout. This might be a female. Look how fat it is. It's still early spring, so she's going to be spawning in a couple weeks. Her belly will get bigger as time goes on. Sweet. Very cool day. Right back into the shallow water from which I caught you. Probably about a 2-pounder there. She's pretty fat. Wait till she recovers. There we go. Go have babies. Keep this river like it is. Well, if I end this day with a trout, it'll be practically a perfect day. You know, the fact that female was in this really fast current as opposed to, by some laydowns or something like that, tells me that spawn is still a little ways off. When they start setting up around trees and in the kind of the still water areas where the current's not so strong, then they're starting to get ready to spawn. But I mean, she was like right here where I'm standing. Really shallow, really fast water. Oh, and here is the takeout spot. Well, that was a fun day.
Oh, that was a nice day. It was beautiful too.
It was.
Golly.
I found some geese and with their nests and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah, there were
nice.
a bunch of them on the island, stuff like that.
Very cool.
Well, my friends, a super fun time out on the river, but we did not catch anything we wanted to eat. So I think the search goes on.
Shucks, we gotta keep fishing.
Looks like a good spot to me. All right, my friends, we are out on the lake now. First time out on the boat this year, and the lake, as you can see, isn't filled up yet. I actually like the color water back here, Pops. I thought it would be pure chocolate milk, but guys, it actually has a nice, for springtime, color. Obviously, it can be way clearer than this, but where we launched was like 1 inch of visibility, and here, you know, it's 6 or 8 inches. You may not think in fishing that is a big deal, but it is. All right, so I had some red stuff tied on, this red crankbait and red bladed jig, but a guy at the launch ramp said they really catch them on a chartreuse spinnerbait. Should I go with the red crankbait or should I try the spinnerbait? What do you want to start off with?
I'll start off with that if you want to.
All right, you start, yeah, and then I will tie on the spinnerbait.
And the water temperature is about 63 degrees. Right?
63. Oh, that's nice. 63. So, I just so happened to reorganize the entire spinnerbait box. Ooh, look at this one. Look at all those colors, and then look, 2 big Colorado blades on there. Let's go with that one right there. All right, spinnerbait on. Oh, good thing I checked the drag is actually too loose instead of too tight.
Fish on.
Fish on?
Yep.
Nice. My dad hooks up first fish of the day. Oh!
Switch to that spinnerbait.
All right. Guys, we met some... Oh, it's a pretty good one. Met some guys at the boat ramp, and we asked them, could you point us in the general direction? They said they caught about 20 this morning. Whoa, they were in a bass tournament. And they said, chartreuse spinnerbait. Nice. Very nice fish, Pops. Great.
First fish of the year. Wow.
Nice.
From the boat, I should say.
Yeah,
there you go.
boat fishing.
Yeah.
Pale largemouth in this dark water. He hasn't gotten the suntan.
A little bit of egg there, I think. What do you think?
I think so. He's probably, because see, it's still early. They'll be spawning in a week or two.
She was shallow.
Cool.
There we go. There we go.
Look, that is such a beautiful spinnerbait, folks, for real dark water like this. Colorado blades throw off a lot of wake and vibration, and then, of course, how bright and crazy a fire tiger that is.
And she didn't, she just loaded on. You know, it wasn't like, bam. It was just like, oh, wait, I got weight. So
sweet.
It's interesting.
I think on a sunny day like this, everything's going to be up shallow.
Yeah.
Everything. All right, guys, since my dad caught that one on a spinnerbait, it only makes sense that I'm switching to a crankbait. But it's a fire tiger pattern. Like, exact copy of the spinnerbait. I just want to try, since it's the first, if it's, what they say, 1 bite, it might be random. 2 bites, it's a pattern. It's kind of cool, all this pasture, guys, and all these big boulders on it. I mean, it's perfect spawning ground. I like how there's a lot of, got one.
Nice.
There's a lot of activity back here.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, another nice one. Another just quality largemouth. Sweet. My first fish of the day on the fire tiger crankbait. So we've got one on a fire tiger spinnerbait and now on the cranker. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. If we catch a spot, maybe we should eat that.
Yeah, I would love that.
All right, my friends. I have here a variety of like swim baits, basically. Or we have whirly bees, which are sort of a swim bait. And then we have just the classic little swim bait. It's kind of like the little swim bait box for schooling fish, or if you want to go for some like crappie. And I'm gonna put on a, what is this, 1 3/4 inch, I think, or maybe it's 2 inch.
Little micro swim bait, great for panfish, but still it's a little on the bigger side, so bass, walleye, you know, different kinds of predator fish still like to eat it as well. I like using little baits like this because you really never know what you're gonna catch on them. Everything will kind of eat that. Is that a, oh I know it's a vulture, never mind.
No, that's a bald eagle.
Oh yeah, okay, gosh. Wow, okay, it's a bald eagle right there. I thought it was a vulture.
Oh, look what I got.
Oh.
That might have been that bobber.
Free bobber?
Free bobber.
Well, that's not a bad catch. Free bobber and save the split shot. There we go. It's not a half bad catch.
Wow.
Don't see that every day. All right, guys, right out in the middle of the lake, there's this island sticking up, this rocky, and all the birds are flying off it. Just a hump in the middle of the lake. Maybe there will be some crappie staged up on this. Oh, I just got him on the crappie jig. Ooh, this is a nice fish. Whoa. What do we got? Could you get the net? Because I have super light line. Still don't know what this is. Is it a big smallmouth? I think it might be a big smallmouth. Oh yeah, it is. That's a nice one. Woo-hoo-hoo. On a crappie jig, my friends. Ooh, a bull. A bull. Very nice. That was a good stop on, guys. Right on this little island here. Look at that. Got the white and chartreuse crappie jig. This is a 2-inch version, which I love because it does get the bass. It's not the little like 1 1/4 inch. And so other fish, bass, walleye, and everything else are interested in that little swim bait because it's not so micro. And I bet it says a 2 1/4 pound bass are interested. Very nice. Whoa, hey, whoa, there you go. It wiggled out of my hand. That was a beastly smallmouth. He had like a thick mouth. He fought super hard, like just healthy as can be. She thumped it too. My line went doink.
I love that feeling.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Pops, look. Look at all the herons. Oh, guys. A ton of birds are back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see 9 herons. 10, 11, 12. 12 herons. A dozen herons right off the bat. But anyway, a whole bunch of birds back here. That usually means when herons are congregating that something's going on shallow. Either bait fish or big fish or both. We've never fished any of this, folks. There are birds everywhere.
That's pretty cool how he's got his feathers out like that.
That is crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Oh, there he goes. How pretty. That's cool. Oh, there he goes again. And then look at all of them on the shore over there, my friends. Oh, they're all leaving. Look at that. All leaving on that side, but that's fine. We'll fish that bank anyway. We'll fish this bank, though, too, because there are so many over here. And there they go. So we've officially scared all the herons, but hopefully that means the fish are still here. This looks like a great spot to fish when the water's higher.
Yeah.
I'll put like potential crappie spot on the map, and you have a nice undercut bank, like there's lots of space underneath the wood for them to hide. I can see them staged up all around this stuff. Well, my friends, that really was last cast of the day. It was fun, interesting, learned a lot for the first time out on the boat, but we still don't have any fish that we really want to eat, so on to the next spot. Guys, we're getting down to one lane now as we go back up in the holler. Now we're going to gravel. Oh, and one lane gravel. Oh, this looks so good. I love this kind of thing.
Guys, now we are doing something completely different.
Try something that might work.
Yeah. This hopefully is guaranteed to get us some good wild stuff to eat. Yeah, look at all this rotted wood. It's gonna be perfect for trying to find mushrooms. I think right here looks like a nice wide spot, and it's fairly flat, so we're gonna cook later. Look at all the plants, Pops. I think some of those I recognize you saying they're edible.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping.
Oh, springtime in the mountains. Yeah, guys, we decided to switch it up completely and do some trout fishing. Now, look at all these little flowers and stuff growing here. My dad is going to mushroom hunt. Look at that beautiful creek, little waterfall right there. That big old tree hanging right over it. This is gonna be fun. So my dad's got his boots on. I'm gonna put waders on in case we run into snakes, and it just makes it nicer for walking around. You don't have to worry about pokies and all that kind of stuff. All right, you have fun foraging.
Here we go.
I'm gonna do the fishing, and we will meet together later.
That sounds good.
All right, my friends, I'm gonna start at the most obvious spot, which might not be a good idea, but it looks so good, I can't help but cast toward it. I love that tree right there. That tree's older than me. All right, first thing I'm gonna start off with the tube from the Ace Videos tube tackle box. Got 5 of my favorite colors in here. And I think I'm gonna start off with hare's ear. I'll link my trout tube box in the description. We made it small on purpose, but still packed a lot of tubes in there. So you still get bang for your buck, but it's just small in your hand so that you can just slip it in your pocket and easily hike around with it. But we just jammed as many tubes as possible in there for you, and it'll last you a long time because the trout don't really tear up the tubes. I have used one tube like all day before. And then I've got the Trophy Bass Gel Scent, Dry Creek Outfitters. This is the best scent in the whole world, made from real ground up crawfish and minnows. And it's like this glue type gel that stays on for cast after cast. So the smell is incredible, and it sticks to your bait so well. And this is so unique because you see that it comes in this small bottle, but it lasts forever as well. Those big bottles of scent, they have a ton of water mixed in with them, so that you aren't getting the potency, and it just doesn't stick to your bait, but this stuff will. And so even though it's in a small bottle, it packs a huge punch and will last you, I usually have a bottle last me 1 or 2 years. Like over a year for sure, I'll say, just to be on the safe side. All right. Oops. All right, first cast of the day. Trout fishing, something completely different than what we've been doing. I see a trout right away. He came up and looked at the tube. He swam away though. He did look at it for just a second. Got one, right in that fast stuff. Yes, like third cast of the day, a little tiny rainbow. That tube is potent, I'm telling you folks, the combination of my little trout tubes and then add a seasoning, not a seasoning, add some scent to it, and it's deadly. You know, I'm gonna bring him down to the edge. All right. Beautiful first trout. Nice. It hooked him, oops, there you go, on the outside of the face. All right, little feller. Boy, he is lively. Look how pretty that is, man. That is fun. All right, little friend. Get yourself together. Yeah, he is lively and quick. All right, that tells me something, that they might be really active today. And if they're really active today, I have a little secret that I haven't told you guys about yet that I might have to pull out. Oh, I love spring, man. All the little green plants popping up, but it's not so thick that you can't walk through it. Yeah, right down here looks good. It's like a perfect 70 degrees up here. Don't need a coat, but it's not hot at all. Yeah, they're just nipping. I think there are a lot of really small ones in here, 3 and 4 inchers, that like to take a nibble, but they don't want to eat it. Let's go upriver.
Guys, This whole hillside, it's just trillium all up the hillside. It's a little too mature to harvest. If it was brand new, maybe about a week or two ago, we could eat all those plants. It's a little too mature now to eat it. It'd be a little bitter, but that is so cool. Just a big field of trillium. This walking stick is nice because there are eastern diamondback rattlesnakes, copperheads. So I've got my boots on, my snake boots, but that's not enough by itself. You want to have something ahead of you to poke a little bit. Guys, I think these here are fiddlehead or fiddler ferns. We'll have to come back to those, and remember, we've got a bunch of those. They're edible, just as green. But as my wife says, just because something's edible doesn't necessarily mean it's good. Oh gosh, I am so excited. I just found my first morel mushroom. And I mean, my first morel mushroom in flipping years. I can't believe this. This is so cool. Check this out. Let me set my little bucket down. Look at that, right underneath. You see him? Oh my gosh, how cool is that? We got us a morel. Oh my goodness, how fun. The thing about it, once you find one, you really have to look around good, because there may be other ones in the same area. Look at that. It's been a long time since I picked one of these. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I bought them where somebody else picked them, but it's been so long. This is, oh my gosh, this is a highlight of this fishing trip. I hope Asa catches fish, because we're going to eat mushrooms. Oh my gosh, guys, I just about walked by this one. Check this out. I came back to where I found the first one, just about 25 feet from it, but there's another morel. Oh my. Oh my gosh, check it out. That is going to be a good one. Oh my, keep looking.
Ooh, right through here. You know what? That's such a good looking waterfall. I'm actually going to go around. Look at this right here. Look at that. Nice. Yeah, deep pool, man. This is a spot where you have a chance at a big one. Alright, you know what, folks? I have been carrying around this big jar because this was my worm jar. However, last night I made an interesting discovery. As I was loading up the fishing stuff, oh, there he is. There was a tiny, little tiny frog sitting in my driveway. You see him how small he is? He's gonna jump. If he jumps out of my hand, he's getting away. But I thought, I wonder if big trout would bite a tiny frog. So I'm gonna carefully put him on a hook and see if I can catch something on him. All right, my friends, there's frog on a hook. He is dead. Just killed him, and then I lip hooked him. You know what, I'm gonna adjust that. There we go. I skin hooked him too much. Don't want a big trout to just steal him off so easily. All right, I've never even thought about using a frog for trout, but let's give it a shot. It looks kind of like the tubes I'm using, sort of. It just has more legs than the tubes. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a bite. Getting a bite. I'm gonna wait till he really takes it. Got him! Guys, I got a trout on the frog. A little one. What? I thought I'd catch a big one. Guys, frogs work for trout. I kind of, like, it's not exactly something you think of all the time, but I can see why. I mean, it makes sense that they'd eat a little tiny frog. This is crazy. Now, okay, now, I didn't expect to catch such a tiny trout on the frog. Look at that. That is crazy. Wow. Blow me down and pick me up. I got a trout on a frog. That is beautiful. Beautiful mountain rainbow trout. Eating frogs. This. Look at that. And look, well, you guys can see right there. Look how this frog swims through the water. I mean, I don't see why trout wouldn't like to eat that. If there's anyone out there who ties their own flies, a tiny frog fly for trout might be a fun, unique idea. I used to tie my own flies when I was young, and I used to own one of those big bass flies. I know they make like big frog flies for bass, but I'm not sure about trout ones, so might be a fun idea. All right, frog right back down. You know, it's not something you think about very often. Like, I'm not sure that there are many trout flies in frog pattern, but it makes sense that they'd eat a little frog. Whoa, did you see that bite? Did you see that bite? That was a nice take. I think fresh is important. Like, that frog was alive right before I put him on the hook, so I think that's important. I don't think you could use, I have a feeling that oh wait, was that a fish? Yeah, dang. I have a feeling that the expiration date on frogs is really low. Like, I probably have 30 or 40 minutes to eat. Well, in the cool water it might last a little longer. Yeah, this is very cold water, so lasts a little longer, but
So there's Ace's truck. I walked up here. There's a creek way down there. I walked up and there's just kind of a little flat area here. Not real flat, but it's not as steep as that is. So I'm gonna walk this a little bit, see what we find. All right, guys, so I'm doing this, just making sure I don't miss anything. Well, I know I saw something. Hold on here. Oh, let's see. Oh, there it is. Right there. There she be. Oh yeah. Number 3. That's what that walking stick is good for, pushing those sticks aside. We're up to 3 in our little basket. Here we go, guys. Can you see it? It's another one right off the trail. There's the trail. There's the mushroom. A little dried, but he'll still eat. That gives us 4. Oh, that's cool. Goes way on up there. Had I younger legs, I might try going up myself. That's for the younger folks. So far I've only been able to find lone mushrooms. I haven't been able to find like a stand of them. Maybe I'm kind of early, so they're just, you know, coming up one at a time, and they haven't had enough time to get bunches of them up. All right, guys, check it out. Drop my stick there. Looks like a little tiny fella came out. We're gonna keep him. We'll look around here for some more. It's a little guy, but we'll take it. Okay, look at this. I don't know what that is. It's like a morel without all the spore. Oh, look, there's a bunch of them here, right in here. All right, we got to check these out. We have to get the mushroom book out. I think they're kind of like these smooth thimble cap, they call them, which are inedible or poisonous. They don't recommend them. I'll go with their recommendation. We're not going to take those out. We won't harvest those.
Let's see if anybody's home down here. Frog going down. I'm getting a bite on the frog. Oh, shoot. One wanted it. Oh, frog in the tree. He's a tree frog now. One wanted it right down there. Uh-oh. Is my frog? No! No, no, no! I lost the froggy. Ah, shoot. Well, I got a little snag. Dang it, I wanted to catch a big one on that. Ah, that's kind of disappointing, man. I thought, oh, if I catch a big keeper trout on this, that would be so cool. And nay. Nay, nay. Dang it. Unless I find another little one. Or a rat. Guys, look at this. Guys, my mind is wide open. My mind is wide open. Look at that little fellow. I don't know if I could catch him. Now, I do know that trout eat rats. Big brown trout love to eat rats, and there are even rat lures. Oh, there he goes. Shoot. Oh, he's hiding over there. What do you guys think? Should I do that next time? Use a little mouse
A live mouse is bait for trout. He looks kind of like a mouse lure, like almost an exact match of some of the ones I've seen. Use a mouse as trout bait. That would be interesting. Kind of hoping to find another frog in one of these little side streams. I guess I'll have to go back to boring old tubes, or I might pick a night crawler here. You know, folks, I actually gathered some of these and brought them because I thought it might be tough today, just because early spring it's really unpredictable. I thought the fishing might be slow, but obviously that is not the case. And there's the principle again of if a lot of creatures are out and about, whether it's mice or deer, anything, then you can bet that the creatures are out and about underwater as well. Lots of activity above the surface, probably lots of activity below the surface. Got him. Yes! This one, oh, he's snagged somehow. Hey, there we go. Might be a keeper. Oh, if I can get him out of the trees. Huh. Maybe not. Oh, he swallowed it. I guess he's bleeding out of his gill. Well, guys, there is the first keeper of the day. Way down in there. Just gulped the worm. Wow, what a beautiful fish. Yeah, that's going to be a line clipper right there. Just going to clip the line off right there. Ah, what a pretty fish. Not doing so well on that side, but this side, look at that, gorgeous. Not the big one I was hoping for to keep, but he is a stout trout. Guys, I just saw a little salamander, tiny salamander. Oh, look, there he is. I think I got him. Did I get him? I think I got him. Or no. Oh, shoot. Oh, there he is. Wait. I think I got him. Yeah, I did. Should I use a little salamander as bait? Yes, look. He's kind of a trout size. I don't see why not. Let's give him a go. Let's see if we get a big trout on this. It'd have to be a good one, like a 12 inches or bigger. All right, my friends. Salamander on a hook. It's a big size for the trout in here, but let's see if they'll eat it. The frog surprised me. All right. First cast with a salamander. First time fishing with one for trout. I caught a catfish on one time, if you guys remember that old video, in the Tennessee River. The sun has come out. That's nice. Got one on the salamander. Yes. Oh, and it's a brook trout too. On the salamander. Yes. Whoa, I am so surprised. Well, I'm partially surprised at how these fish are eating baits so big. But look at his mouth. He's got a big mouth and they got some nice teeth. Look here, turn there, little buddy. Look how pretty that trout is. Wow. Wow. All right, my friends, there it is. Beautiful brook trout. You know, they have a big mouth, some nice teeth as far as trout goes. So it makes sense that he would eat that. Whoop. Hey. No, you don't. Oh, he slipped past me. There he goes. They are feisty. I mean, feisty. They're eating big baits. They're slipping out of my hands and darting away. They're just very active today. Gosh, I'm just so surprised that a trout that size will eat a bait this size. But they are just ferocious today. I would love to end the day on a nice, big, fat rainbow that was good to eat. Got him. Another one. Oh, he came off. That was another brook trout. Wow, I'm so surprised they're this far down the mountain. Normally they're up in the higher elevations. Got him. What? What? He's stuck
What the heck? They want it swimming. They want it moving. Oh, the trout's under here. He swam. He's trying to swim away. What the heck? They keep getting smaller. I put on big baits to catch big fish, and they keep getting smaller. Another brook trout. This is so cool. Oh, I love fishing. I love fishing. I cannot believe this. How big the bait is compared to the trout. And look how big the stomach is. It's not spawning season. They spawn in the fall, so it must have something big in there. Now that one there ain't gonna live. Yeah. When I set the hook, of course, I wasn't expecting one this tiny, so it flew out of the water and hit the rock quite hard, and the hook got in the top of its head. The hook is big for this size of trout, and I think I kind of just, yeah, look, it's not even moving. It's not even trying to breathe. I think the hook just went through its brain. So, well, didn't plan on eating that, but there it is. There's no size limit on them, so I bet the hook actually probably killed it, not the rock. Well, at this point, I should probably just put that trout on a hook, see if I can get a bigger trout. Hey, that might not be a bad fun next video if I was going fishing soon. Use that trout, try to catch a catfish or striper or something on them. They definitely want it swimming. It's funny, if I just let it sit there, they won't bite it, but if I swim it along, then they'll bite it. And to give you a size comparison, there's a salamander, there's the trout, and yeah, the hook went right through the top of his head. I'm just gonna stick him in there. I'm almost done. I wanna catch one more trout, but if I don't in the next little bit, I'm gonna be done for the day. We're gonna start eating. Oh, I missed it right there. Right there, folks. Right there. Oh, shoot. Look how he mangled it. Mangled it, man. Right back to where we started, folks. Back to where it all began. I caught one in here, so I put the trout on ice. And you know what, folks? Might as well. Oh, look, here's a tiny, look at this, tiny little crawdad. Just snagged it. Everything is out, folks. Crawdads, salamanders, fish, bugs, everything. I love this time of year. Since we're going to eat this trout whole, I just cut open the belly like that. Let's stick it underwater and see if we draw some crawdads out. I speared the trout like this with a knife so that a crawdad couldn't carry it away or the current couldn't carry it away. I noticed a crawdad hole right here. I saw the tips of his claws. You guys see that hole right there? He's in there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna take this small trout, see if he'll come out for it. So it didn't take long. In fact, it was only a few minutes before one of them smelled it and came out from a rock. But then he got distracted with something, which is unusual for a crawdad. They're not easily distracted when there's bait around. What if there was a girl crawdad or something? That's the only thing that would distract me from a big meal. Anyway, after a long time, he eventually made his way back to the food, got back on track there, and made it easier for me to catch him. Normally they're quite difficult to catch, but if you put a piece of bait out, they're pretty focused on it, and you can nab them much easier. I decided to move the bait a little closer to the rocks, like the big ones where I felt like they would come out. And that was a good move because after a few more minutes, another one popped out, another nice size eating one, and he didn't get distracted at all, went right over to it. And I decided to bring him a little bit closer into the shallow water and then nab them. When they're distracted by the food, they're much, much easier to catch. fact, he didn't want to let it go. Oh, look at that. Something's trying to drag it into the hole. I don't know if it was that smaller one from earlier. Look, he's just so greedy. So greedy, he just wants it. Can't let it go. It's kind of a small one. Cut you off from the cave.
Number 3.
Whoa, another crawfish. Look at that. I was cleaning, you know, with all of this just smell of trout everywhere. It's probably just drawing them out from all kinds of little holes and stuff. And there is the hook that was in the rainbow trout's stomach, so I got that back. That's good. Beautifully clean trout sticking back in the ice, which I will stick back in the cooler. I've got my hook back. Perfect. What a day. What a day. All right, my friends, time to start cooking. I did not end up getting the big trout that I wanted, but that does not matter because I had such a fun time out here anyway.
And we got the big mushroom haul.
Yes. That is cool though.
Yes,
that is
indeed.
amazing. Morel mushrooms. I've actually never really seen them up close in my hand.
I got to tell you, when I saw the first one, I think this was the first one, I got so excited because I didn't know if I'd remember what they looked like. Asa, it has been almost 50 years since I picked morel mushrooms.
That is crazy.
So, I mean, you see pictures of them and all that, but it's a matter of can you see them on the forest floor? And yes, I could see them on the forest floor, so that was good. Cool.
Very cool. And we're going to make a nice little dinner. Even though we only have 2 small trout, a couple crawdads, it'll still be fun. And I have here some Idaho 4-cheese mashed potatoes, which will go with it, as well as plenty of butter. So, all right. It's been a while since I used this thing. And then you just turn it on. I can hear it.
Oh, man.
It's nice and safe and
That's
good.
no fun.
All right, my friends, I have here some Cajun Land orange boil infusion. I got this in the Florida Panhandle at this specialty seafood shop. So we're gonna give that a go today. I'm just going to make a really, let's see, do I do it in this one? No, I'm gonna make the mashed potatoes in this one here. We'll boil the crawdads, or should I boil the crawdads first, and then in that flavoring kind of make some mashed potatoes?
No.
No?
I like adventurous living, but
that's a bridge too far for you.
So.
This is a great little tip, guys, just to bring out some instant mashed potatoes. I got here the big bag today, which I've never cooked before, and it says that we need 4 cups of boiling water, and is there 8 ounces in a cup, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. You know, it's been a long time since I studied on that too. I think it shows.
You know what? We'll get to that later. The arrow, though, there's no perforation.
Oh, okay.
4 cups. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was probably good.
The nice thing about dried potatoes is you can add enough. You can just add a little bit at a time.
That's true.
So that is the.
You also have to boil the water before you add the potatoes. Just remembered that part. Believe it or not, I haven't made instant mashed potatoes very often. You know what's interesting about it is they smell really good just in their dry state.
Oh man, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Dadgummit.
They're just delicious. It's almost like fries.
Yes.
Like McDonald's fries or something like that.
Man.
Wow, I love it. Made in New Orleans. One thing about it is this little thing will make 7 to 10 gallons of crawdads. So we will be very light on.
Please.
In fact, what we'll probably just do is be like,
There you go.
there we go. I'm gonna add just a little bit more. I'm gonna add some salt to the water too, just because almost can't have too much salt with crawdads. There we go. Just in case that Cajun Land stuff ain't. We'll just have a little kiss of orange with the crawfish. We'll probably not cook the 2 small ones, and I'll just bring them home. Guys, I've had this idea of having a crawfish pond at the house that I will make in a trough, like an animal trough though. And I think I just found my first 2 candidates for the little crawfish farm that I'm gonna start. So we're gonna add the crawdad. Biggest one going in cold. He will come out hot. Actually, that was the biggest one. I lied. And that one. We're just going to do the 3. I must be angry because the smell of everything is great. That orange crawfish bowl has a nice smell. This has a nice smell. This will have to work.
Yeah, we just eat it out of the pan.
Now that's true. You're supposed to carefully put it in and stir it a lot.
Start thickening up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of nice because you can make them as thick or thin as you want them.
That's true. That was so fast.
That's going to splash on
It's
you.
splashing all over me. Yeah, we just have a little bit left. I'm going to have to add some water to this. Or, I just save that for my midnight snack, actually. I wake up at midnight a lot and snack.
Just take a swallow full of water, a spoonful of potatoes.
Hot water. Cool, I think it's done. I'm going to turn it on. That was so fast. That's cool.
Thank you, Jack Simplot, Idaho's first multi-millionaire.
You want to taste? You want the first taste of them? 4 cheese, mashed potatoes.
I'm hungry. I'm going to take all this. You can get your own scoop. Oh, man.
Good
I
stuff.
can taste the cheese in it. It's creamy because you got just the right amount of water. That must have been 3 quarts, just perfect, or 3 cups, just perfectly.
That's how I roll.
Man.
I think the crawdads are just about done. We'll take the crawdads out here. Watch your fingers.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a chef here. I might burn my. I might burn my sous chef. The world's greatest vegetable, butter. Put some of that down there. This will be for the trout, and because we just have tiny trout. The trout and the mushrooms. You know, Pops, this pan is so big we probably cook them together. If that sounds agreeable to you.
No, it doesn't actually. I don't want to mess the mushroom taste up with fish.
Keep them sacred. Keep the morel mushrooms.
Yes.
In fact, if you want to clean them up, they're your mushrooms after all.
Just take the bottom of the stems off, kind of get them out of the dirt, sort of.
That has a little gnarly root there.
Yeah, see, that'll come off.
The other one looks kind of dry.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he's just coming out or dried up a bit. There we go.
Cool.
I think I'll go rinse them off in the stream. And all right, got them out of the fresh mountain stream, wash off.
Nice,
I think I've seen a few bugs coming out still. They're still making their way out.
Do the bugs really like them or something?
I don't know, but they'll taste fine.
They're so cool looking though.
Aren't they cool?
Alright, let's get to these trout. I tried my hardest to get some big ones. One of these swallowed the hook, so I had to keep him. And then the other one, the hook got him, this little guy, the hook got him right in the head, and so it, I think it actually killed him instantly, to be honest. So that was his demise. A's First Cast seasoning, the best seasoning in the whole world.
Especially on fish and chicken.
Yes, especially on fish and chicken.
I like that. I like how you did that. Put that right in the pan and then lay it on top. That's cool.
And then this one, we're going to do the same thing. They get a little discolored after a while. That is normal. Still delicious. Still fresh out of the stream. Yep, Chef Ace coming in here.
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot. We're not even on an even surface here, but that's all good. Add a little first cast to the top. Guys, it is just delicious.
Okay, so it's been so long, honestly. Let me rinse this knife off from the trout. There we go. It's been so long.
Always disinfect, folks.
Since I've done these, like I say, about 50 years nearly. I can't remember. Seems like we just cut them up into bite-sized bites. They're going to shrink up. So you folks at home can correct me if I'm wrong. Like I say, I remember as a kid having them with eggs, and they were always so good with eggs or just fried in butter, either way. Oh, there's one of those bugs I was talking about right there.
Little beetle living inside. Interesting.
Yeah, they
have a lot of places to live inside of
they do.
a morel.
And they add a little bit of, like a nutty flavor, I would say. There we
It
go.
looks like we're gonna eat a sponge. Doesn't
know,
it
it
look like
does, doesn't
chunks
it?
of a sponge?
That's true.
A brown sponge. These trout are looking really good. Have them just swimming in the butter. Well, you know what? This will act as the gravy for the potatoes, and that way you can we can start fresh, and you can have the
I
mushrooms
appreciate that.
cooked in just your pure butter. None of my first cast flavor in there. Put down a bed of mashed potatoes. Back. And then we'll grab the Ace's Outdoor Cafeteria. I gotta start a restaurant someday. I'll let you have the big trout.
Thanks, sir.
There we go. Potatoes have got thick. They've thickened up as we've let them sit a few minutes. And my trout. I like it. Careful of your hands there. Yes. Just like gravy.
So we have cheese and butter potatoes.
Cheese and butter and
Trout juice.
and trout over top.
Love it. A little bit of butter.
Such amazing flavor all by themselves, is that
I do.
correct?
I might go a little more butter on there. It's a big pan. Bigger than we really need, probably, but
It kind of is bigger than what we need. Looks like we're eating little sponge rings.
oh, that smells good.
They do smell good. And the salt is right there whenever you are
Oh
ready.
yeah.
Sure.
Yes, let's do that too.
Popcorn salt that actually isn't popcorn salt. I got gypped. Just like coarse ground salt. The water's starting to come out of them now.
Man, let's put the lid on that. Let them sit.
Alright.
Let's take a look here. I think they're frying up nicely. I think it's time.
I think so. They look kind of mushy, or they're soggy without being mushy, I guess you could say.
Yes.
They did shrink some.
Oh yeah. I'll put them off
like
to the side there. If you don't like them, you can hand them over to me.
Should we say a prayer?
Yes, indeed.
Sure. Dear Lord, thank you so much for this fun day and all your creation we got to enjoy. I ask you to bless this food to our bodies now. Thank you for the variety we get to enjoy every day. Through Jesus I pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right, let's sample the trout, and then we'll eat the mushrooms. One thing that's nice about trout is it does come away from the bones, even when they're tiny. Try mine with a bit of mashed potatoes. Cheers. I have the brook trout.
Nothing wrong with that trout. That's
It's
good.
really tasty.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to go against wild mountain trout.
Oh yeah. Have some taters. With trout butter gravy. Or butter trout gravy.
Butter trout.
Oh man.
And then break a crawdad here. Let's see how the orange tastes. There's nothing wrong with instant mashed potatoes. I mean, they're not as good as homemade, obviously. But they are a great, quick outdoor meal.
Oh, kind of adds an element you don't expect.
No, you don't expect to have delicious mashed potatoes out in the wild like this.
Do you worry about the old...
I don't. I just eat
Okay.
the poop vein and everything. Not you. Cheers. Adds a little flavor.
I like that. That orange?
It's like a bright flavor to it.
Mm-hmm. That's a good way
But it
to
still
put
has Cajun. It still tastes Cajun, but it has like this brightness. It's not bad.
No, it's not, and I'm glad you didn't put way too much.
But that was only because you were here.
Yeah, I know.
All right, all the elements are good so far.
Yes.
Let's try the morels. I'm not sure that I've ever had a morel mushroom before. Cheers. Whoa.
Huh?
Wow, Pops.
Nice.
What a flavor.
Uh-huh.
What a delectable, succulent. And when you bite down on it, because of that, the way it is formed, that all the
Spongy kind of thing.
it's absorbed a lot of, or it just has a lot of flavor to it. It's absorbed a lot of moisture, so when you bite down, it kind of bursts in your mouth.
Diggity.
Those are amazing. I see
Those-
why people
Yeah.
make it a point
Yes.
to find them.
Every spring.
Morel mushrooms, big winner.
Oh, yeah.
Just delicious, slightly earthy, flavorful as can be.
Sweet though. There's
A
a
little
sweetness
sweet.
about them. Oh,
Wow.
I read somewhere somebody was paying $60 a pound for them.
60?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, when you think about how much work it took, how many hours I hunted to get, what, 5?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
That makes sense, actually, when you put it that way. Yeah. Wow. Well, my friends, an amazing time out here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Don't forget to get out there and have your own adventures. Anybody can do this. Keep leveling up in real life. We'll see you in the next one. There's a golden trout and a sturgeon right under the boat. Huge sturgeon right under the boat. Look at that. Wow. Look at that beast, guys. This is insane. That fish is as big as me. I'm just gonna pull right in the weeds here. Spend any time around my channel, you know I love the underwater camera. But a lot of times it doesn't turn out well. So we'll see. And then what I have on here is just a little dead trout, dead frozen trout. It's like the best sturgeon bait ever. Alright guys, here goes nothing. I'm gonna cast it way upstream. Just kind of let it come down. What is going on down there? I went to retie. I don't see my camera. Huh. I think the camera drifted right in front of the sturgeon. I wonder if he ate it or... I've had that before. I've had a sturgeon try to eat my camera. Guys, the sturgeon's on the move. Sturgeon is on the move. I can't see what's going on. Does he have it? Got him! Got him! Look at this fish! Guys! Oh my gosh! Okay, okay. Whoa. Okay. I did not expect that. Okay. Okay. I don't know if the underwater footage got it, but I got another big fish. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Ouch, that burnt my thumb. That burnt my thumb. Okay. I gotta get this one in here. There we go. Okay. Turn myself around here. Whoa. Okay. Well, I didn't expect him to just pull me out of my anchored spot there. Just pulling me up creek. I think she's gonna jump. She's gonna jump right here. Whoa. Oh. Look at this fish. Uh-oh, right in the weeds. Oh, get out of there. Get out of there. Get out. Look, she's getting a whole bunch of weeds and stuff balled up on the fishing line there. Hopefully that doesn't affect it, because it can. Oh gosh, look at this fish. This is huge again. I've caught 2 beasts this year. Oh, come on. Look at this, guys. Can you see? Oh my gosh. I hope the GoPro can see in the water, because this is just, look at just the power. Just pulling my kayak. You know, here's kind of a shallow landing spot right here. I might get out right here. Yes, and then just try to pull her up. I think that's gonna be my plan. See, because I can stand right over here and then just try to land her. There we go. Whoa, deep mud. Never mind this, unless it turns to clay. This is just like 3 or 4 foot mud. Look, they've got waders on. There we go. Got up on something. Stand up on these cattails here. All right, she's getting closer. She's getting closer. She's getting closer. Getting closer. Getting closer. Come on. No, you don't. No, you don't. No. No. Oh, that was close. Okay. Okay, here she comes. Here she comes. Here she comes. No. 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 Get our hands ready. Come on. 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 Oh, I grabbed her tail. I touched her. Does that count? Oh man, that freaked her out though. Oh, almost had this fish. Come on. Come on. Just turn her right into the weeds. Turn her right into the weeds. See, I got her. Yes. I got the fish. I think. Kind of. I got her. Guys, look, another huge sturgeon. Whoa. Oh. Sorry if the camera work is shaky. Oh my gosh. Another huge sturgeon. Gotta flip her over so she calms down. There we go. Look. Oh my gosh. Another huge sturgeon. Wow. 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 Oh my gosh. Okay. Ouch. Their mouths don't have any teeth, guys. They just have crushers in them because they eat scallops and dead fish. They're like the vacuum cleaners of the bottom. Oh, there we go. Barbless hook comes right out. Let's get a measurement. Guys, this is way more fun than a video game. Trust me. All right, so from the tip of the snout, where I'm at, you measure from the tip of the tail. So like 3, okay, so 3.5, yeah. All right, about the third guide, maybe just a little under the third guide. Wow, incredible. This fish is probably as big as I am. Look at that, guys, look. Oh man, what a big, beautiful creature. I've been to this creek so many times and I just couldn't find him. Oh, I'm gonna let her go, as is the law. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful fish. We're gonna turn her over like this. Just let her go. Right back where she came. That's fishing. That's fishing right there, guys.
Oh, great. Lucky craft crankbait snagged in a tree. I was about to announce. Dang it. Ouch. Ouch, ouch. Ouch. Okay, okay. Well, don't know what's going on here, folks. I gotta see myself. That's sad. Well, there you go. Hold on. First thing I need to do is clip the line. Okay. I can't tell. It's too darn bright out here to see what's going on. Well, folks,
Yeah, that's past the barb for sure. Now I know how a fish feels. I think the first step is to clip the hook where I can remove the crankbait from my mouth. Okay, so the crankbait is hanging freely. Now it actually hurts more. This is hard in a mirror. Now I'm starting to shake. Yeah, that's not gonna work. This is a predicament here, folks. If you're new to fishing, there's a way where, like, if you think about a hook being in your skin past the barb, you can like poke it through your skin, clip off the barb, and you're good. The problem is this like hook is so small, this treble hook. I'm not sure if I have the room to poke it through, clip the barb, and keep going. That's hurting. I just tried to pull it out. Just straight up. Man it up. One more time. Whoa! Whoa, my goodness. Oh, my man. All right, you know what we're gonna do, folks? I don't know why I'm rinsing the crankbait off. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna use this crankbait now and catch a fish.